thing in the corner. Is it? You sure it's on?
Yeah, it popped up for a second.
Okay. Anyway, welcome back, Creepypasta. Our guest star, Mr. Bucket. Anything to say? I'm Mr. Bucket. Stick your balls in my mouth. Oh, Mr. Bucket! I say!
What are you doing?
Right,
Do you imagine when they first recorded that? When they first, I will have it in a couple of seconds. When they first recorded that, how difficult it must have been for this, because your instinct is to say "stick your balls in my mouth."
Yeah.
When they, it must have been really difficult for him not to do that when they're recording. He's like, okay, he's like, I'm Mr. Bucket. No, can you be a bit more extreme with the voice? I'm Mr. Bucket. That's it. That's the voice. Okay, have you got it? Yep. I'm Mr. Bucket. Stick your balls. But no, it's not stick your balls in my mouth. It's the balls pop out of my mouth, okay? That's totally different. It's not vulgar.
Right, yes.
Also, Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year!
Oh, yeah,
That too, yeah.
Happy.
Earring.
Potty.
Happy birthday, Earth. You are 2019 years old.
That's how that works. For any of the stupid children who are watching in the audience, who I'm sure we have tons of.
Yeah, to be fair, I think we have there's an obscene number of minors that watch this show, and whose parents really should be paying closer attention to what they're watching on YouTube.
They need to go back to shoveling coal.
Yeah.
Because they're minors.
Yes, they have other games of an
No
adult.
excuse for that, is there, Gemma?
Other things require concentration to play, like The Witcher 3.
Anyway, Gemma's going to be playing this and not talking, because
I will talk.
Women aren't allowed to talk.
What?
But, get back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, stop voting and play Skyrim.
Alright.
Get back
What?
in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, stop voting and play Skyrim.
That's what.
Right, so any of the...
Steel wooden plate, no.
Yeah, have a drink of me, yeah.
Thank you, Mike, for the €5. Hi, how are you? I hope 2018 was a good year for you all. Actually, it was a fucking dumpster fire, but it was better than 2017, because in 2018, I only had loved ones almost die.
Yeah.
So it was better than 2017 in that, you know.
It's very true, yes.
But thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you, Chris Nair, for saying, Skyrim, in this game, you play as the main character, the Dragonborn.
Thank you for that. Let's find a Skyrim creepypasta.
Should I say Mercy Biocoup? Working on my French, guys.
Uncle Octopus says, are you guys?
Toby, can you get this stream link and post it on Facebook? Because since I cracked the screen on my phone, I can't post on Facebook.
I would, but I'm playing a game.
Are you guys doing
Jack
requests?
Yeah, nothing too long though, you know, because it's evening and shit.
And it's Mr. Bucket.
So nothing outrageously long. We're not going to be reading fucking Happy Happy or Blood Whistle 2 or anything like that.
Reading
There's a Blood Whistle 2.
We tried reading Happy Happy once, never again.
I assume there's a Blood Whistle 2. I'm not actually saying that there is.
Oh, okay. My lord, Toby is here. What? Am I the prodigal son returned?
The prodigal?
Fuck, shut up, right? The
prodigal?
The popsicle son has returned.
The prostate son?
We're off.
Can you imagine, Mr. Freeze just he's like, Father, there's the popsicle son has returned. It's like, short thing painted blue.
See, he died for our sins and Nora.
No, you don't need Batman. The Thing fits in there just fine.
He's talking about Stanley's cameo in the new Spider-Man animated movie. I'm just like, my favourite one is him in The Simpsons, where he's just a crazy guy hanging around comic book guy's shop.
Isn't that the bed? No. Which bed did you just buy?
I just bought a bed.
Why is this guy following you?
Because I've asked him to follow me.
Oh.
What for?
To help me with going into Bleak Falls Barrow.
Oh, that's right. I think you can Is that the guy you can get as a companion?
Yeah, you can get as a
companion. Oh, because doesn't he give you archery lessons?
He does, yeah.
Yeah, because once you get enough money, you can just... What?
Thank you for the super chat. Mike Ravenford again.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
and he
Mike.
says, personally, I tried to commit suicide a few weeks ago, so trust me, life is worth living. So please promise me you won't do anything stupid. There you go. Thank you for the personal $5. Thank you for the shout out. Very glad you're still with us. And yes, I'm pretty sure none of us are going to try and commit suicide.
Yeah, well, I didn't try to die last year. No. It just seemed to happen.
Oh yes, that is very true.
It's quite by accident, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that'll teach you for going swimming in shark-infested waters when you're on your man period. But Mike, I'm glad you're still here, mate. It sounds like you are too as well. You're also glad that you are not dead. So that's wonderful, and I'm glad that you are continuing.
If you died,
because you're a funny
watching our stream.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be giving us money that we don't deserve. Plus, you're a funny guy, and people like you on the show, and I assume you're probably going to come back on eventually. So, I'm glad you ain't dead.
Very good.
That's true. Yeah, I'm glad.
Everybody else in the chat starts going, I tried to kill myself too. Where's my shout out?
It's like,
anyway, Gemma, you can pay that guy to give you archery lessons.
Yes.
So if you make him your companion, you pay for archery lessons, and you can just take it back.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that by killing them.
No, you just ask him to look after your inventory. You just take the money out.
My N words. Thank you, best product comparison.
That's my goal for that's my goal for 2019 is to destigmatise the N word. It's no longer going to be racist.
Remember when Brian Griffin died? Our dog, very sad. F. Thank you, Paul Grace.
I'm taking it back.
Taxi Salad, don't worry. You can't believe you almost missed a stream. It's only just started, mate. You're alright.
Yeah, we're nearly at the end.
Yeah, the reason why I'm not like character creation or anything is because I tried I tested this game earlier, like on in the week, just to make sure that I could play it on the PS4 because I've had issues.
Demonetised violence against animals.
Because I've had issues with HD games making me have motion sickness, so I wanted to make sure this was fine, and it was.
Could be playing VR Skyrim.
Ian McDonald donated $199.
Thank you very much.
Rip my story a new one. We'll post it below.
Oh, excellent.
There you go. Peter tried to sell premium sucks dog. Sorry. Premium sock.
That's grotesque, that sound,
it is.
by the way.
Please don't do that.
I'll punch you if you do it again.
It's alright, Jesus Christ. So hostile here.
Oh, you know me, I'm never hostile to anyone, am I?
Have you guys ever written or considered writing a creepypasta? Hello there. But before we can answer that question, we'll get back to that in a minute. Mike Ravenfood, another €5. I can come back whenever you want. You just have to contact me if you want. P.S. You know where I can find a replacement for the Trollpasta wiki. That question probably best thrown out on the chat.
We don't actually bother looking this crap. We're just like. One day Jake was like, "Oh, do you know there's a Trollpasta wiki? Oh, cool. We're just go there when we run out of ideas."
Yeah. Also, me making a big song and dance about a backup wiki somebody made got that wiki taken down, so I don't do that now. So if you want, go and ask it. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Okay, you want to find that shit out? Go ask elsewhere.
Just don't let fandom find out. Anyway, what we're saying, like, have we ever written Creepypasta? Yeah, I've written 3.
Oh yes, you have.
Right?
Yeah, you have.
See, all the joke ones on the show are all ones I've written.
I don't.
All of them.
Yeah, he's written like
all the joke ones that aren't,
famous ones, like the parody passes we've done usually are written by Matt.
Like the real cow was it?
We did the Cowboys.
Cowboy, Boneyard Rumble. What's it?
Stabby
Jack, Tough Chris Vampire.
Yeah,
so like at least 4.
I've written a lot of things, but I've never written a Creepypasta. I actually have written. I've written a few episodes for a mini-series which I've created alongside Tom Morgan, who was the director of Grey Sea, and Toby and I are also writing a screenplay together.
Oh, I also wrote the script for John Dick.
I've written my script for Within.
Yeah.
And I've wrote some other things as well. And I've contributed towards writing to like Dark Land.
Yeah, so we have written stuff, but not creepypastas.
Yeah.
Fanfiction.net.
Nice.
Yeah. Wattpad as well. That's a good one to go to.
Wattpad's like a bottomless pit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like you always said, like when you're writing standards is too high for fanfiction.net.
Yeah.
Well, too like anyway.
Yeah, fanfiction standards are too high for you. Yeah.
But the other thing we're writing, like Jacob and I are writing the script for the porno parody, John Dick.
Yeah. We're writing our porno fuck school.
Owen Smith says you're bad at Skyrim, but the thing is with Skyrim, it's for me, it's one of those games where you can play it literally any way you want, and there's no wrong way to play it.
Except the
only wrong way to play it is to criticise other people playing it.
Yeah. Oof. Well, here's the thing.
Now, the only wrong way to play it.
Whoever said it, I played this game about 3 times and completed it. So
the wrong way to play it is in first person, Gemma, which you're doing right now.
Well, I'm playing it in first person when I'm
playing it in first person. Shut up.
I do
first person for combat and archery and spellcasting, but to be honest, I find it too. I get dizzy when I play in first person.
But do you find life really terrible the way you know?
I've got a weird way of playing. Is that when I'm in third person, I have to invert.
No, I have the little cameras in my glasses for a little drone that follows me around behind me.
Further down.
Also, I think people who invert the controls for any like first person like insane.
No, I completely disagree. I love. I have to invert.
We've been arguing about this for years. Like, oh, it's like flying a plane. Yes, you're a person.
No, but the thing is, it's not just flying a plane. It's any object. Like, take a telescope. You must have used a telescope in your life in order to look up. You pull the fucking telescope down. That's just so instinctively. If I've got a stick in front of me to look, I want to look up. I pull the stick down. It's just an instinct.
Yeah, because literally,
you're a bad man, Jacob.
In order for me to do
a madman and some sort of weird, bizarre deviant.
I've got to invert, but when I'm in first person, I have to turn it back.
Did that guy post his that super chat? Post his story?
Yeah, I don't think he has. Ian McDonald. Let's have a look.
Well, I thought that's please read my Creepypasta. Fuck school.
Fuck school.
I wrote an essay.
Is there a punctuation in here, or is it something else we're not allowed to read on the stream?
You're not allowed links, are you, in your fucking stream? Are you?
I thought I enabled them, but maybe YouTube's just said, "Oh, you can't have them now." Mate, if you post it, if you write, copy and paste it a bit, but take, write the word dot and stuff, so that it breaks it out, and we'll just copy it.
Yeah.
Just do that. Elegant combat.
Alternatively, just tell us where it is. This is going out to Ian McDonald, by the way. Just tell us where it is, what website we can find it on, and just tell us the name of it, and I'll find it for you, mate. Anyway, back to the chat. Let's have a look what's going on in the chat on Halloween. This is going back about 2 minutes ago. Premium Suck on Halloween went to Party City and found Jeff the Killer mask, and it looked beautiful. Pretty sure he didn't. Matt can write. How offensive, MichaelLeroi is. Mark. I'm
not saying it's quick because Stabby Jack. We made the joke about it about 2 years before it's finished.
When you stare into the abyss stares back, and that abyss is Wattpad. Thank you, Taxi Salad.
That is true.
True.
Now, Jim Jam, your stamina is...
High Elf Master Race, unmodded Skyrim. Oh God, please save us. Well, to be fair, I haven't got a PC and plus. Well, you can mod it on PS4 now, kind of, even though they're kind of...
Yeah, well, when it first came out, there was bugger all mods because everyone was like, "Don't get the PS4 version; it's pointless." But it's like get it on PC or 360. Get it on PC or Xbox One. Neither of which I have. So it's like, well,
so he's forced to get the worst version. I always found Bethesda's always had a crap relation with the PlayStation.
Yeah, in the PS3 days,
when Oblivion, they didn't bother porting any of the DLC because they were lazy, but they gave the excuse of it would give starting players an unfair advantage.
What I think's great about Skyrim is there's so many different ways you could play Stealth Archer. It's the only real way to play the game, to be honest with you, isn't it?
Yeah, to be honest, those are the things I constantly level up. So it's like, when you get that, they get the sneak attacks for double damage and the little zoom you can do and stuff. And you end up just
I love
sniping everybody.
I love archery.
Yeah, I would always just I would actually go the other way. I would always basically put all my points into just heavy armor, melee, and then all the crafting things. So I've got a crap ton of so immediately poison this. Down a potion, down another potion. I'm invisible. I'm silent, and I'll just shoot a guy. The other thing I always found the crappiest, least usable thing is actually the dragon shouts.
Yeah.
Fist only, naked or nothing.
Yeah. I always found
Stealth Archer is for Magnum Scrubs and Stealth is the best. There's two different opinions there.
I would the dragon shouts would always be really unwieldy.
Has he posted the Creepypasta?
Not yet.
Okay. What was it? You use Foster Row, and it's it's only good at its maximum. It's a good chance of missing and has a long cooldown. The only thing I'd ever use is just constantly use Aura Sight to see where everyone was.
The shouts. I always forgot the shouts were there.
I love the shout. I love using the shouts on it. I use a lot of them.
The best one's Whirlwind sprinting. You don't get that for fucking ages. For me, anyway. You could.
I basically always come across the situation would be perfect for the shout, and then solve it without the shout, then realise it afterwards. It's I need to jump from this place, and I jump all the way down here. I could just jump straight off and use that become intangible ability.
One of the things that I am trying to at the moment, because I've been since 2011, I've been playing this game on the Xbox 360, so I've been used to playing it with Xbox controller. So this is my first attempt playing on a PS4. So the weird sort of way that the controls work are something I'm still trying to get used to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just one of those things.
Doing a poop.
So weirdly enough, in the early hours this morning, Digby the goat messaged me. Not to say we hadn't talked in months. It wasn't just. He's a YouTuber. He's It's difficult to describe his channel. There's a lot of like just making fun of other channels and things on there, or making fun of just like
he doesn't make fun of us, does he?
Weird autistic shit you find on fan fiction and things.
He doesn't make fun of us. Weird autistic shit. He doesn't make fun of us, does
he? But yeah, it wasn't to say Happy New Year. It was just like, hey, what did you think of Stubbs Clubhouse?
The hell is that?
Yeah, it was like, the fuck is that? And he sent me a video, and I didn't watch it because it was Creepypasta. So I was like, I don't want to listen to it. So I'll just read the story. Like, I just feel like,
yeah, you mean read the story where it doesn't get rid of all the bad grammar and correct spelling, and it completely ignore big chunks of the story.
Hi, I'm Creepypasta, and I'm going to do a complete accurate reading of this. I'm not going to, proofread it for them.
What if Angelica
was
a crack baby? What if Angelica was Burger King foot lettuce?
It's like his voice has improved a little. Like he sounds a bit more like a normal person and less like Ringo Starr on Adderall. But like when he first started, his channel was unbearable, and he had like 500,000 subs. And I thought, what the fuck is this garbage? But it's true though, isn't it? People will listen to anything so long as there's no real effort gone into it. Like, if you just put a little bit of music on and just read the story, you'll
listen to us.
Yeah, you don't need to be insightful or have anything to say about the story or do anything even remotely transformative with someone else's work. All you have to do is read it aloud, put a couple of sound effects in it here and there, and do some overacting, and that's it. That's all you need.
Yep.
Yeah. And
we have integrity. We make fun of the people. We criticise them harshly.
Yeah. And sometimes it's best to have decent audio quality as well. So I don't think anyone's subbing to Creepypasta channels with like garbage audio, but except this one, which again is not a narration channel.
Right, let me go through the past 5 seconds. Right, this is the excuse me. Someone says last decent Bethesda game. I disagree. Doom. But it was Doom wasn't technically made by Bethesda.
Was it just
it was, but it wasn't.
Or something,
yeah, I think it was like the publisher.
Yeah.
So it's like 2K is the publisher for BioShock, but Irrational Games made the game. So yeah, it probably is just a publisher. Yeah, Farandale is the follower. He's certainly a guy. I've never actually got Farandale before.
I use it at the beginning.
Yeah, he's I just usually when I played, I always stick with the chick you get given, who just of the meme for carrying stuff.
Do you guys think you'll find a bad Creepypasta that's so bad you guys will flip a table? No, but Jacob's already thrown a chair across the room before.
I have.
He would have flipped a table if he didn't have a computer sitting on it at a time.
Yeah. Yes, Farandale. I always brought his training, then took the gold. I gave back to him in his inventory. Yeah,
I just told him to do that.
But it's less than what you spent, but it's still something. Bethesda bad, plays Geraldo. Jacob, how would you feel if Kero the Wolf called you in a similar fashion? Who the fuck is Kero the Wolf?
I don't know who that is.
Is it a YouTuber, or is it like Kero, is it like Jeff the Killer and
just
Kero
somebody's OC?
Yeah.
It's like, Jacob, how would you feel if Thanos called you at 3 a.m?
Digby's the man. I'm Creepypasta, and I cannot go over tuber level of voice range. Okay.
Why'd you close the door? Were you afraid the reinforcements were going to come?
Just checking. I always check everything to make sure I leave. Before I leave.
You guys have ambient noise in the background, which makes it easier to use the jokes and shit. Yes. Uncle Octopus says, "Hey guys, I'm afraid my credit card info is decided not to work, so I can't send a super chat. Attention, all bad Creepypasta gamers!"
Yeah, I was just telling Toby about
Jacob Sherwood is in trouble and he needs your help.
Yeah, you just what happens is Jacob tried to send people who bought the $200 Creepypasta edition, and he's going to send them a bag thing, and then he just accidentally sent out the credit card details. I was just telling Toby about because I have the latest Fallout 76 news, and he's like, "Oh, what is it this time?"
Oh, God.
And it's like
the resignation in your voice when he said, "Oh, have you heard the latest Bethesda thing?" And you just went, "Oh, what is it this time?"
And it was like the main gimmick in Fallout 76 is you find these nuclear launch codes, and then you launch them at a place, and then like the strongest end of the game monsters, which is just a Skyrim dragon reskinned as a bat, shows up, and it gives you the strongest weapons in the game or something.
Right.
But they apparently they got their programming skills from the from the early 90s because they were scared that Y2K was going to happen or something, and it doesn't work in the year 2019.
That's so fucking funny.
Keep burning it.
How do you feel about the reptilian overlords controlling all our media? When do you think they'll strike again?
Right now.
Yes, very true. Everyone knows Jazargo is the best follower. He is pretty banging.
Yeah, my favourite one is the one that you get from Raven Rock. His name's like... Dervain something.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, I have trouble remembering any of them apart from the guy who got Arch guy Lydia and that chick from...
Arlaire the Huntress.
Yeah, that was probably her. Did
it just fall through the...
It just glitched through the...
There it is.
If you could actually... If there's a switch, you could just immediately make it fall down. That would be funny, but... Just make him fall down. Anyway, yeah, so I just don't remember three, like... Because none of the they're all really forgettable followers, and none of them were like in Fallout New Vegas or anything where, you know, they got... These are people. I'm looking forward to Fallout,
Fallout the Apology.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Fallout New Vegas in space.
They already apologised. They gave you a bunch of in-game currency.
The Outer Rim, Outer Worlds.
It's Outer Skyrim.
Borderlands, but Fallout.
Could you guys try to read MS Paint Alice in Wonderland? That does not exist. That's just something you made up.
Have you ever let him go, get killed? Just kill him beforehand.
Yeah.
Furry. Apparently Carol the Wolf is like a necrophiliac and a furry.
Oh, I think... No, you know what? I think I know who that... I think I know who that is now. Yeah.
Mate, if you're going to dive into Caro, make sure you have some medication for ensuring the rise in blood pressure.
It's an oof! Right before he said "arg," he fucking said "oof."
Bad Creepypasta 76.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello, Pterodax 2000. Good to have you.
I like the. I was just thinking.
But Jake, no. You said this question earlier, and I want you to say it again about Star Wars and Jurassic Park. Say it to the audience.
Oh yeah, which one do you think is going to be more disappointing or rage-inducing? The next Star Wars film or the next Jurassic Park?
It's going to be the next Star Wars.
I won't be seeing either of them. I came to the sad realisation fairly recently.
Sheltered's dead.
That Star Wars Episode 9 will be the first numbered Star Wars film released in my lifetime that I didn't go and see at the cinema.
Yep.
I even went and saw the prequel trilogy, you know.
Same.
And I saw The Force Awakens and I saw The Last Jedi. And The Last Jedi hurt so much that I've lost all interest.
See, Jake, what he did is he subverted your expectations. You're hoping to see a good film.
Yeah. That's what it is, you know. And how dare we, the fans, criticise, you know? What a bunch of sexist, misogynistic monsters we all are.
No, wait, man babies.
Yeah. Oh, what a bunch of incel man babies we are for wanting a film to be good.
Yeah, how dare you criticise Captain Tumblr and her ability to not tell anyone what she's doing.
So Cicero's the best follower. Who is more evil, Jeff the Killer or EA? Definitely EA, because Jeff the Killer doesn't actually exist.
Jeff the Killer just kills me.
Blah blah blah. Outer Worlds lost me when it was just the same old corporations in space stick. I'd rather gouge my eyes up and listen to Jeff the Killer OC stories for the rest of my life. Mike Ravenford says the Outer Worlds is the game Matt has been looking for. That's very true. Blah blah blah. And there you go. Geordie Morris, 5A US. It says $5.
Be Australian dollars.
Okay. Oof.
Just says,
says oof.
Well, thank you very much for $5 Australian dollars.
Thank you very much,
Did anyone else see the word oof come up on the screen?
Yeah, I think it does.
Well, if only we had somewhere recording that.
Yeah, it does. The MS Paint stories on the Creepypasta wiki. I'll watch episode 9 just for the conclusion.
What conclusion?
Yeah, like, to be honest, Mark Hamill put it really nicely in an interview where he said the thing with the original trilogy is that there was a plan. Whereas this movie is more like this series is more like a relay race, where one racer runs and then hands the baton on to the next one without any kind of goal. And now their part is done; they just hand the baton on and watch. And I think that's a really nice analogy.
I think he's relieved to have Luke Skywalker die.
Well, apparently he simply doesn't care anymore. And he says, you know, I don't care about Star Wars. We're never going to get the band back together the way it should have been, and yeah, that's that. So.
Where they had the possibility of having all three of them in the last one, and then they killed off one character. One of them actually died.
Yeah, one of them actually died IRL. Then they killed the other one off. So there's no really these films. I feel like they're made by people who hate Star Wars.
They don't even hate it; they're indifferent to it.
But they even have. I mean, Rian Johnson, I get the feeling, really doesn't like Star Wars.
Why did he get the direction?
You get that whole thing about let the past die, kill it if you have to, and all this stuff. And I think, that's pretty fucking on the nose, to be honest. There's an interview where Mark Hamill is sitting next to Rian Johnson. If you watch on YouTube any video with the two of them together, he's Mark's always staring at him or looking in disbelief at the weird stuff he says. And then in one particularly bitchy moment, Mark says, "Oh, it's like you say in the film, let the past die, kill it if you have to, and you're doing a pretty good job of that." And it's presented as a joke, but there's something quite genuine about it.
Yeah,
there's some real hatred in that.
Why don't you sell all that shit, Gemma? That you
to who?
Yeah.
Dude, this fucking
no, not right there.
Why?
You're saying you've got loads of carry away left.
With what? Skeleton powers?
The next Fallout game is that you're an employee responding to angry fan mail from everyone who bought the previous Fallout. Have you seen the new Spider-Man movie? Yes, I have, and I think it's probably one of the best Spider-Man movies they've ever made.
It's brilliant.
Spider-Man movies.
We were going to do a just watched video, and then we remembered that nobody watches our just watched videos, so we ended up not. But we were going to do a just watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Infinity War was basically The Last Jedi, but not shit.
Yeah, there's a great video essay on YouTube called "How to Properly Subvert Expectations," and the whole thing is a comparison between The Last Jedi and Infinity War.
Thank you for the 5 American Canadian A dollars. I think that's Canadian.
CA, that's Canadian.
I think Luke's. Thank you, Terry Dax 2000. I think Luke Skywalker's death was handled in a much better way than Han Solo's. I found that The Force Awakens to be much weaker.
Can we give him his money back?
To be fair,
your money's no good here.
No, to be fair, the way they killed Han Solo
was a bit stupid.
Yeah, it's just like Ben Solo. It's a guy, and he's gonna kill his parents.
He was like,
Luke's death didn't make any sense. Like this whole,
you thought you were fighting me. You thought I was
the real Luke. It is.
And then he's like, now I'm going to become a Force ghost or something, and my clothes are going to disappear as well as my robot arm.
Yeah.
Well, it's because that's what happened to Obi-Wan, wasn't it?
His robot arm disappeared with him.
I don't think Obi-Wan had a robot arm unless the Star Wars Episode 3 lied to me. Speaking of which, I came onto TV yesterday and I caught it at the best bit, last 45 minutes of the film. Where it's basically...
I honestly really don't like the prequels.
Well, I'm going to try and get through some of these comments now.
I've actually sort of warmed up the prequels slightly. That's mainly because of
only because the sequels are so much worse.
Yeah.
They're actively ruining the backstory. You can sort of just ignore.
What are your thoughts on the new Doctor Who season? My mum watches it. She likes it, but I know
no one here watches it.
I won't spoil it because I know some people in the chat might be fans and all that. I really would hate to spoil anything. But the newest one that came on New Year's Day, and they've been hyping this creature up. I already knew. Basically, what it was really shit. I thought anyway, but yeah, I think it's hilarious. But apparently, it's more cinematic, so fair play to them. At least they're trying something different.
Well, I haven't watched it, but here's an interesting thing. At least something I find interesting is the disconnect between critics and fans. If you go on Rotten Tomatoes for Star Wars and Star Trek, the Orville, and also the new Doctor Who.
Did he say Star Trek the Orville?
No, Star Trek and the Orville.
Okay,
you'll notice a real disconnect between critics and audiences. Now, the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes for the new Doctor Who is incredibly high. It's about 96, I think. And the score from the audience is pitifully low. I believe it's less than 30%. That's a major difference between critics and audiences. The same is true with The Last Jedi. The same is true with Star Trek Discovery. And the opposite is true for the Orville, which has an appalling critic score and an incredibly... a positive audience score. So I think there's a real disconnect between what critics think is good and what audiences think is good. And I think a lot of it has to do with politics. I'm not going to go on a political rant because those are never any fun. They're fun for me, but the audience has made it very clear they don't like it when I do that.
I keep getting the mushroom plants. They're good for an invisible.
There is a phrase that people use which is "get woke, go broke," and I think there is some truth to that, because I think generally audiences aren't interested in things being politically correct or having a modern political message. They're more interested in just something being good and entertaining. And you can have politics in it, but I think a better way to do it is be more balanced and
Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be. One thing that Star Trek always actually used to do very well, and supposedly the Orville does, but I haven't watched it because I live in England and there's nowhere to watch it here yet. That the Orville does very well, apparently, is be a lot more balanced in its presentation and its satire of modern issues.
I haven't watched either Orville or STD. Star Trek Discovery.
So perfect. I've seen 3 episodes.
Oh my god, it's actually STD.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, I tell that I've seen 2. I've seen 2 episodes of Star Trek Discovery.
And like I said, this is like, so I haven't watched it probably, so this is all saying that. But STD, like, there was like, we wanted they tried to put a bit more political commentary or something in STD, and like, we like, it's not really Star Trek because people wouldn't act like this way, and like, you know what, Gene Roddenberry's crazy. What he wants to happen in future, so they've tried to change it up, and I've heard not good. And I've heard that
6 minutes behind.
Orville's really very next generation in some of its episodes and stuff like that.
Also, just the cinematography, like the Orville has a lovely, old-fashioned look to it. It's very bright.
What is the Orville?
It's Seth MacFarlane made basically Star Trek: The Next Generation, but Seth MacFarlane made it.
Yeah,
right, okay,
but it's not like, from what I can gather, it's not a bunch of like stupid Seth MacFarlane humour. It's just a really good Star Trek show, but with enough changes so that it's not legally Star Trek.
Fair enough. Well, I'm going to go on Willie's comments. I'm 7 minutes behind because of conversations. I really am trying. I am trying hard to get through these comments today.
We owe these people nothing.
People are saying that this Rose character is worse than Jar Jar Binks. How? Basically, she says the worst line uttered in any Star Wars history, which was just like, what was it? We're not fighting for. What was it?
They fight for love or something like that.
All right. So I think the line is this. Again, I've only seen the film once, but I think it's this. This is how we win, not by destroying the things we hate, but by saving the things we love.
That's it.
It's really asinine and doesn't make any sense, especially as, again, it's all about subverting expectations when Finn is about to Randy Quaid himself into the super
weapon. Which would have been an amazing death for him.
Which was literally
he does something.
It's literally the completion of his character arc, going from a selfish mind slave who's just trying to save himself to somebody who finally, somebody who pretended to be in the Resistance and all this, to somebody who actually believes in something to the point where he'll sacrifice his life for the greater good. That would have been a great journey for that character. Mm-hmm. Completely gets fucked up.
If when she revs up the way, she goes to pick and she's like snaps his neck.
Avengers.
So he's dead.
Avengers.
She killed him.
Oh my god. And also, that doesn't make sense. How the fuck is her speeder just?
Yeah.
Also,
that movie establishes two ships that are basically the same. They can't catch up with each other. They can't catch up with each other. That's the whole central conflict of the fucking movie. So why is it then 2 of the same ships, one can speed at the other one?
Clearly, Finn wasn't going at full speed. He was going to his death, but at a leisurely pace.
It's just the fact that that's the main point of the movie. Empire ship can't catch up to Rebel ship, so we're going to catch them in the shittest way. But it's just so bad. Who commissioned the film?
Don't worry, everyone. I have a plan. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Another thing as well.
Don't worry, guys. We're going to go to the prequel planet right now. We're going to go there.
Wasn't like. The main conflict is always like, oh my god, how are they tracking us through hyperspace? That's literally impossible. I'm like, wasn't this the plot to like the first 5 episodes of Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah.
He's like, we're subverting expectations. We're not going to give people things they've ever seen before, except this, which was on a much better piece of science fiction.
Avengers Endgame will destroy Episode 9, I agree. Hitler subverted my expectations by actually remilitarising the Rhineland. Okay. Thank you for that, Uncle Balby. Many of the Star Wars games and even the Clone Wars show are way better than the last Shadow. I agree. Apparently, the Clone Wars show is really good.
I've only seen the Clone Wars cartoon, which I saw, and then there's a kind of CG cartoon with gay Jabba the Hutt. I've never seen, but I just know the first one has gay Jabba the Hutt in it.
Oh, okay.
What?
It's got Jabba the Hutt's gay cousin in it or something.
They did my girl Captain Phasma dirty in The Last Jedi, and I will never forgive Disney for that.
Oh yeah, because she had such a great character in The Force Awakens.
Look, the thing is, like, the trouble with fucking, like, just go back and rewatch the trailers for the first Force Awakens, and you can see a good film that can come out of that.
Harrison Ford did want Han Solo to die. The only reason why he was in the film because he wanted another fucking Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Dick. How did Luke's death not make sense? He was old and he died in the galaxy from the strain of protecting himself from across the galaxy. No, well, it's.
Yeah, but he did it in a shit way.
Yeah, it makes no sense that he'd even do that. Like his whole character makes no sense in that movie.
Do you remember when he was like, I can save Darth Vader, my father, who killed a bunch of children that one time. But my nephew, what's that? You got a bit of
Skywalker.
You got a bit of
There's so many of them. What we gonna do?
Die!
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, my own nephew might turn evil one day. Better kill him in his sleep." Like, that's not Luke Skywalker. Fuck off, is that Luke Skywalker?
The Jeff the Killer 2015 subverted my expectations by being worse than the original. Thank you, Premium Circ, for that message. With Creepypasta slowing down, what could be next for shitty reading? Don't know.
Nothing else. That's it. There's plenty of fanfiction to pick from.
Yeah.
We're never going to run out.
Room Zero though was pretty fine.
We're probably going to retire this channel eventually anyway. Like, this is just
by retire you mean we're just going to stop doing it?
Yeah, because we're going to grow up eventually. You know what I mean? Like, we're not getting any younger. You know, like
I am. I'm
shite. There you go. Thank you.
Thanks to no, I'm now immortal.
Venom was movie of the year 2018. I've heard good things. I've heard bad things. You know.
I've heard there's half a good movie in it.
Yes. But there you go. The First Order is a vastly more interesting concept than a Resistance.
Why is there even a Resistance? Weren't they in charge of the entire galaxy?
At one point, yeah, they were.
And then what the fuck happened?
Watch episode 3. And apparently the attack on his life left him scarred and deformed. Fucking prequel memes are the best, though, honestly.
What prequel?
I think Doctor Who is currently at 24%, but some English bloke says.
Do you have any boosting potions to take on this?
Uncle Palpy says, I like your political rants when I agree with them.
Quick save before you fight him anyway.
Quick save. Yeah.
Okay then.
But I'll quick save again.
So,
I think that's true. That's true of like most.
Creepypasta the Lost Mandela.
Most fandoms though, isn't it? It's like, the amount. Oh, right. So I was clutching at a point there. That was it. So there's this guy I follow on Twitter who's he's a friend of Gemma's. He's another filmmaker. He's a decent enough guy, but we disagree about a lot of things. The one thing is we both absolutely worship Stanley Kubrick, especially 2001: A Space Odyssey, and he came with us to see it at the cinema. And but in terms anything like really outside of like classic cinema, we disagree on. So he posted this thing about how I'm unfollowing Midnight's Edge because they made a video called "Why Disney Couldn't Fire Kathleen Kennedy in 2018." I'm like, I've watched it. It's an interesting video, but it's like, that's just more Star Wars bashing. I'm like, no, it's talking about bad business decisions made by someone who doesn't understand the franchise.
He's a proper Disney fanboy, though.
Yeah, no, he defends the sequel trilogy.
Well, yes, because Disney can't defend themselves with their billions upon billions of fucking dollars.
They're so righteous, and Walt Disney was never racist.
Well, it's it's the same thing I always bring up, which is when people started defending Mark Zuckerberg against these jokes about him looking like a robot, and like, poor Mark Zuckerberg, I'm sure he can't defend himself with all your stolen data. Like, stop it.
Do you remember earlier, Jacob, when I was looking at Bubble Bobble? But instead of Bubble Bobble, we come up with the fucking suggestion Bible bobbleheads. I've got a pretty sweet Joan of Arc, Jacob. I don't even care if it's in the Bible.
Is it crispy? No, I don't think. No, Joan of Arc was not in the Bible. No. During the Bible wasn't written during the 100 Years' War, Toby.
Fuck you. Right? I'm sure I meant Judas or some shit. I don't know.
You got Joan of Arc was with fucking Judas. Have you even seen a? Have you even been to a church?
Joan of Arc, Jesus. What's the fucking difference, man? They're all the same. What about?
The Son of God and some farm girl who led an army.
Please, Toby, for the love of God,
stop talking.
No.
Was this Jason Voorhees' house?
Yeah.
Yeah, get the sweater and put it on. It'll confuse him.
There's one weakness.
Right, Toby, I'll trade you my Joan of Arc for that other famous biblical figure.
Just for now.
I was going to say the sheriff from Stranger Things.
I
can't remember his name. He's a fucking pop. It's just one of my Funko Pops. Just have that.
This is going to this isn't going...
Sophisticated bobblehead, and I just give it the fucking shitty...
This is going to go down with alongside... remember the guy who, remember that guy who I had a dream, but was it Ray Parker Jr.?
Okay, so we need to give some context to this for people who don't know this little joke. So a while ago...
sometime last year or the year before.
So...
We're playing.
I had a computer that completely wiped, but we recorded a bunch of gameplay videos. This is one of the reasons why we stopped doing Super Brit Brothers, because I kept having technical issues with it. We recorded a shit ton of gameplay videos. We did about a 5-part miniseries on Ocarina of Time. We were having a good time doing it. It was very funny. And there's a moment where one of the characters says, "Oh, I had a dream," and Toby, meaning to say,
I had a dream. that.
Yeah, meaning to make a joke about Martin Luther King Jr. He says, "Oh, is that like Ray Parker Jr.?" And that just we were just like, we all remember that famous moment where Malcolm X declared that busting did in fact make him feel good. And Martin Luther King had a dream that little black boys and little white ghosts would.
Georgie Morris, 5 Australian fake money.
Thank you for the Aussie dollars.
Go make
Aussie bucks.
bobblehead merch now.
To be honest, I would that I could. Like, one of my dreams in life, like, people say you should have realistic ambitions. So most of mine are to, avoid getting cancer, things like that. Like, make enough money to not lose my house. Those are most of my goals. But what my most unrealistic goal is, I want an action figure made of me. I don't know,
real kung fu grip action.
I don't know, or to be a Funko Pop. I'm not a great actor. I don't get a lot of work. I can't imagine that I'll ever be in something popular enough to get Funko Pops made out of it, but I just like them. I just think they're neat. I like the stupid black eyes, the dead faces on them. I'd love one of those of me. I don't know what the character would be, because I've never done anything important, but God, I want that.
Well, I will trade my Jacob Sherwood for your Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
He's gone to jail.
Stephen Blade is just Wesley Snipes like an orange jumpsuit.
I think it's really...
And he's got a list, and it's like to-do list number 1, pay taxes.
You can reenact the scene where he had to fight off the sisters in the prison shower.
And then pay his taxes.
It would have been a very different film if the Shawshank Redemption starred Wesley Snipes.
It's just like the scene from End of Blade 2 where he's been something like Tombstone to fucker.
Bojans says, "That's true, J.J. Abrams wrote the Bible."
Yeah, so we need to remember that. Along with remember Joan of Arc and her in the Bible.
It subverts my I can't speak anymore. It subverts my expectations.
Gemma, now you can get points for alchemy just by eating some of the ingredients first.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh, here's another thing as well, that another one of Toby's faux pas, similar to the Ray Parker Jr. incident.
Oh, there we go. What did I say this time?
Alright, so we were...
like fucking Fallout 76. What do you do this time?
So we were in one of those Halloween stores in January. I think it's Halloween in January it's called. We were looking around and looking at kids' costumes. And there was, a little sweater, a little popular stripy sweater, and a glove, a little glove with fake razor fingers on it. And Toby and it was for little kids, kids younger than Logan. And Toby was feeling quite upset, quite self-righteous. And he goes, "Jacob, do you really think it's appropriate for little kids to be running around dressed as Freddie Mercury?"
Generally said that as well. I can't fucking believe that.
Pictures like Logan in like a little double-breasted yellow jacket, little mustache, just being like, "Hello, the trick or treat. I have AIDS." It's like.
I just want to see like the reversions of Nightmare on Elm Street. It's like, what was it? What do you want? I want to break free.
Everybody, shut the fuck up. Thank you, Pterodactyl Man, for Canadian bucks. Do please read Sally German's magnum opus, Trump is Evil. They did ask for a review after all. Can't link it for some reason. Alright, Trump is Evil on the Creepypasta wiki. If somebody wants to...
I'm glad someone's finally taking a shot at Trump.
It may have to be you, because I'm reading
he really deserves to get knocked down a peg.
Yeah, because Trump has been lording it over everyone, and no one's been bold enough. No talk show hosts, no YouTubers,
no comedians,
no authors getting their books in Waterstones. no calendar manufacturers. Nobody has taken a shot at Trump yet. And good on you.
You know why? Because he's an orange, and the orange companies run this country and the world.
Toby reading these messages out of context. Yes, I am, Uncle Palpy, and I will continue to do so because you know why? At least someone's trying.
Jacob, I'm so glad you remember that. I knew there was another one. I think there's another one we've forgotten, but I'm so glad you remember that. Freddie Mercury.
It cracked me up, man.
Trick or treat, I have AIDS. Jacob Sherwood 2019. Thank you, Tendies, for breakfast. Fat Gem.
Also, another, not quite the same, but we've made jokes about the fact that Toby's Toby's name's Toby, and he hates black people because of people calling him Kunta Kinte.
Jesus Christ. No. That is not what happened. I hated the bullies that kept on taking the piss, because when we were watching Roots...
The blacks.
Yeah.
When we were watching Roots,
anyway,
as
more
soon as he was getting whipped... Whoosh, Toby! Oh, God, yeah, I felt every fucking eye, every pair of eyes in the room just sort of scanned to me, and I was just like, well, my life is over.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Toby hates black people, we all know this.
That is not... Shut up, right? Stop.
So, we were in the... one time we were in this kitchen, and I just made this joke or something to Jacob, because that's funny, we should make sure to make a note of that and use it like a script or something.
Yeah.
It was the bus story thing. I think it was the bus story.
Oh, yeah.
And you turn to Gemma and say, number one, make a note of it. And he goes, what is number one? And it was like, because, it's Star Trek, it's like, oh, so like, if Gemma's Riker, are you Picard? And he goes like, well, in that case, I want to be Data. And then Toby goes, oh, I want to be the black guy.
Yes!
I could not remember his name!
And what he meant is he meant Worf. But there's two black guys. One of them is Jordan Forge, who is played by LeVar person known as Kunta Kinte.
It was perfect. It was so good. You couldn't have made it up. It was incredible. Of all the characters from Star Trek that he could have wanted to be, I'll be the black one. Which one? The same one who played fucking Kunta Kinte, who we've been ripping on you for years, and we finally let go. Oh God, it was wonderful.
It was like that thing about his mate all over again. His imaginary friends.
Oh, Toby, why do you hang out with us?
I don't know, it's just a constant stream of abuse. And how is this guy beating the shit out of you with fists and like multiple arrows in your stroke?
Hey guys, I'm going to the loo. When I come back, I'm going to read the Trump
Right, okay,
thing,
right. I missed the scene in Bohemian Rhapsody when Freddie Mercury killed teens in their nightmares. Thank you, some English bloke. Sorry, I didn't see your super chat there. It says, I've got it, Jacob. Petition Funko Pops to make Logan's Monster Movie pop vinyls, then you can get yourself a figure of yourself. Either that or Dazed.
That's, to be honest, I like Logan's Monster Movies is kind of better than my channel, so I've been sabotaging it because it deserves to be viral and really successful, but I've been sabotaging it from within because I'm jealous of how much better his content is.
It's true. He's got that look in his eye.
How am I going to knit anything if this yarn, if it keeps ripping Toby? Tell me.
You remember what this?
Well, I don't know. Are you going to blame this on me as well? Are you going to blame the fact your yarn keeps on ripping on me? Because you know what? I wouldn't blame you. Everyone else seems to blame
you
everything
remember
on
that
me.
was a while ago that you and Jacob told me there's some person who's like, oh, you, Matt and Jacob are always just mean to Toby. He's always bullying him. He's like a gentle soul was put over this.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, well, I mean, they're not entirely wrong, but
that's true.
You choose to stay friends with me.
Yeah, that is very true. But to just feel sorry for Sprung Spork, who joined the stream on Happy Halloween. I have AIDS. Opinion on Joss Whedon?
Yeah.
Is that giant supposed to be there? Nope. He's going to murder you, I'd suggest.
And he's dead.
Wow.
I think this was
Jesus.
Like, they just in time for the guy to just be murdered by the companions, or what they called.
Hey guys, chocolate. Justice League was bad with him. Yes. Back to Toby being anti-Semite. Shout out to spoilers when he worked.
I think that was the other companion
Silly plebs, Mein Kampf is obviously the best manga. The anime adaptation of the Holocaust is still pretty good despite the shitty altered ending. Oh.
I'm not sure.
When is Toby doing a new season of Reading Rainbow? Georgian Forge is a legend, I'll give him that, because I think it's so nice what he did, the whole the thing where he did the Kickstarter and he got it completely succeeded, so now it's great. WWE's Redneck Anime, hard to disagree.
What's Redneck Anime?
WWE.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! You haven't read the Creepypasta yet because Jacob's in the toilet and coming back, and he's gonna
do
do that.
It's poop. It takes ages to poop.
There's a picture out there on the internet of Jacob, Matt, and Toby as anime characters. Is there really? And if so, please send it to my Twitter.
Or put it on the what's it called? That.
In reality, Toby is a true bully.
Yeah, he is. He goes around and bullies children. He does. Bullies them, but
I don't blame you for my yarn unless you're the yarn god or some shit. Yeah. Have any of you guys seen Channel ER? Nope.
Nope.
When are you going to read Cupcakes? Half past never.
We've
Literally,
we're
never. Oh
yeah, we read the recipe ages ago.
Go read it. Oh God.
You alright?
Yeah, just trying to recover from the fact that I'm now George LaForge without his money.
Well, I'm just enjoying playing Skyrim. I'm barely even noticing anyone's here.
Don't worry, I would like to still see that sketch you did. Sorry, I didn't respond to your message on Twitter. I did see it. I just thought I did, but I didn't. Toby is ultimate Chad. I will take that.
Is that you run like that? Have you seen those pictures?
Yes, I have.
That's from have you seen Devilman Crybaby?
Then I say, well met.
Devilman Crybaby.
There's a thing called Devilman Crybaby. It's a Netflix original anime based on an old manga called, and that's where that running those chapters.
Oh
from.
Right, okay.
Because the guy starts running like that.
Really?
Because like he's like a weird demon and he's literally clawing out the air to run faster.
I'm gonna have to look up Devil May Cry Baby then.
Devil Man Crybaby, not Devil May Cry.
Oh, Devil Man Cry Baby.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Look, are you interested in getting the new Devil May Cry game?
I played the demo, which is the Xbox One exclusive. It's very weird. Like, there's to me, there doesn't seem to be any dedicated evade button. And
who did you play as? Because I know
the only person you can play as is. Guess who you get to play as in the demo?
Nero?
Of course, it's bloody Nero, because no one cares about Nero.
Well, he's now got his switchable robot arms, like he's Mega Man.
Ooh, which is actually so annoying. They can't. You get these armor moves which do no damage to no one, and it's like, why do they even exist? You can throw your arm off and put another one on. They have like 4 different arms that have different effects, and it's I don't know. It's okay. You've still got that charge up sword which you can do.
Your motorbike engine sword.
Your motorbike engine sword. I don't know. It maybe, but it's not on my priority list. I'm definitely getting Resident Evil 2. Speaking of which, I think me and Jacob are going to be streaming that, so I assume he's getting it on the PS4. Yes.
Yeah,
so
probably that thing happened.
Yes, because I'm only saying getting it on the PS4 because on the Xbox One you can't stream on the on YouTube unless we're going to do it on Twitch. But anyway, definitely Resident Evil 4's happening. 2 is happening because cannot wait for that. I've been waiting for that fucking ever.
For years.
Not for years.
Well, yeah, I think I'm probably going to buy it for him.
Basically,
when is it out again? Because I've been wanting to play Resident Evil.
Wait, Resident Evil 4's out
25th, 6th. Fuck, let me look.
So Resident Evil 2, the new inning, is out this month.
Yes.
I did not know it was out this month.
It's out on the 25th.
I'm going to wait a while in case, Capcom decides to, sting you for it turns out it's crap.
Mike Ravenford, did you know that Devil May Cry 5 has microtransactions, right? You do know that Devil May Cry 4 also had microtransactions, right?
No, but I heard that you can buy like new arms and stuff like that for Nier or something like that.
Really?
Because what happened? Because I only know it secondhand because when Super Best Friends still had a podcast, they were looking forward to it. They talk about how like Nero's arm works. It's like each of his arms has a different effect, and
they do.
When you swap them round, they have.
They break when you swap them.
You swap. Oh, they have an ultimate move and he swaps them round, but it's like randomised or something. It comes like an expert list.
Yeah, it is like that.
Unless you get a special arm that is just for choosing the next arm properly or something like that, and you can just buy a bunch of like arms straight away because you have to like buy them in game, but you can just go fuck it and I'm going to buy like 500 of the switchable arms or something like that, or something. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is Dante has a motorcycle that can snap in half into 2 giant spinning maces.
Gemma, someone, I can't remember their name, I'll get back to the stream in a minute, wants to know if this list is complete of your filmography. Bad Creepypasta as a co-host, The Killer Spider as a scientist, The Mummy Invasion 3 as Mrs. Waffles, The Spooky House as Mum, Shadow as not available, because you're the director. 2018, sorry, hello is not always so simple as the female lead. Friendship, it came from the pool within and attempted the Carolina free for challenge as Lil Beppis.
Yes, that's my
Taxi phone operator in Grey Sea 2016.
Yes.
Donald Trump is a guy running for president of the US and is very racist.
Oh, he's doing the film now.
I know why. This is the year 1863.
What? Okay, this could be more fun than I thought it would be.
Just after slavery was abolished. Not if you're from the UK, it's not. You guys were a little behind on that one. Not going to hold it against you. A young former slave owner named Donald T.
Oh God.
was sitting on his porch.
Quick thing, you do know his birthday wasn't Donald Trump.
He also, isn't from the 19th century.
I think mine's more relevant and true because we all know that he is.
When he suddenly hears.
Hers.
Okay, yeah, of course. Donald T was sitting on the porch. Yeah, it was like, of course we've got to change tense because otherwise it's not a creepypasta.
Oh, creepypasta.
When he suddenly hears inhuman screams that strike fear into his mind. After a few hours pass, he is in bed. He hears creaking, as if from the floorboards outside, and a hiss.
Some English bloke just said, surely 1844 would have been more appropriate. Probably.
He sees a black figure run up to him, then blacks out.
Wakes up.
No, it's not called Blacks Out, it was called the Emancipation Proclamation.
That was Lincoln. Sorry. So like Lincoln's there. It's like, all right, we free the slaves. So, Mr. President, what we can call it? Blacks out. Can we not, Mr. Lincoln? Can we not? Like, all right, fine.
It sounded like you said Mr. Blinken.
Yeah.
It's like,
Someone's just put
a
we have the
blind
best
man.
slaves, the greatest slaves, just so you understand, okay?
Everyone says so, alright?
No, what it was
My slaves the best.
So what it was Lincoln saying goes, all right, so we're going to free the slaves. Who's got names? And then just John Wilkes Booth's like, how about Black Saggers? That's a fucking stupid idea. Like, fine, I'll get you for that.
The Emancipation Proclamation. Sorry, don't listen to it, Bob.
I don't listen to rap music.
Go on.
Alright, he sees a black figure run up to him.
And that black
then
figure
blacks out, yeah. Right.
After him on.
Later he wakes up in the forest, only remembering his name. He feels a tingling around his neck and feels two holes, not very big, but still there. He thought... Hey, back in the past tense. He thought that someone had tried to kill him.
Hey, Jacob, quick thing. Like, can you see those?
Yeah.
Those are two little holes in my neck.
Yes.
Those were the pipes went to let me breathe.
Oh.
Oh.
I've got that one over here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and that one as well, like on your neck as well.
Yeah, that's where the pipe went. That makes a horrible screaming noise.
It's just a fucking voodoo doll.
Someone had tried to kill him because he was such a cruel slave owner.
As opposed to all the really kind ones.
After a while of walking aimlessly, he feels like he is fading away. In a panic, he runs into an old cave, feeling somewhat better. He curls up and sleeps. At 9 p.m, he wakes up, thirsty for blood.
Oh, is he a vampire?
His vampire side is coming
He
out.
actually is a vampire! Oh, there's so many people who be like, is he a vampire? What?
And
So he is, there we go.
a voice in his head says... Someone else want to do the voice? I don't know.
What?
Where?
It's a voice in Donald Trump's head.
What is on
You'll live forever!
No, wait. So it's basically Donald Trump's absolute antithesis. So do it in a Mexican voice.
You'll live forever, Holmes. If you drink the blood of other humans, you'll be immortal. For every person you drunk the blood of, you fucking hell, you are given the power of him, and eventually you'll be the strongest mortal of almost, they say. But you are not mortal as long as you rink their blood. Doesn't even have a D, it's just rink.
Because you rink their blood.
Donald
It's like-
Trump, he's the fastest
Do you know what
man in all Mexico.
Do you know what happened to the D in that word, Toby?
What?
I'll give it to your old man.
Ah,
Get it? That's an old joke from the channel.
Yeah, I know,
Fucking
you keep-
smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, I know you've been doing it for years. Remember when he said
Fucking hell, I can't say
anatomically?
destroy that smash button, thank you.
Atomically destroy that smash.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, guys,
You could have gone to atomically destroy that button.
dismantle the like button, reassemble it, and smash it again.
Reassemble it, find out you got one piece missing, then smash it.
One piece, you say? Pirate that button. Don't give up Luffy.
Let's finish the story. There's only a couple of sentences
He
left.
grins and turns into a bat.
He's known for doing that.
Flying away towards human settlements. And that is why Donald Trump is racist. Because he thinks that a former slave tried to kill him. Now that you know this, I must go.
My people need me.
You know what the Donald Trump in this particular story is reminding me of?
Paul of Earth.
Nielsen in Dracula Dead and Loving It. Dracula.
Yeah.
Paul of Earth, $5. Just opened the stream and I'm already going to need a rink. Thanks, says Paul of Earth.
Thank you very much.
Very funny.
Thank you, Kanye. Very cool. Also, I'll finish it first. And this, I must go. Farewell, wherever you fare. Vampire hunter who is a vampire.
Fuck
Well,
me.
we're playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption.
Alright, so here's the thing. Trump, of course, the real person, ran and won for president, as leader of the Republican Party, the party that ended slavery.
Castlevania Season 3 sounds really strange, says Astro.
How it'd be worth it just for the sheer ridiculous of my greatest vampire ally, Donald Trump.
Well,
But it's Donald Trump and his dodgy mate Putin. Help me get revenge.
Twilight 76. What? Why? Some English bloke. A vampire hunter is also a vampire. Blade? It's just fucking Blade. Die, monster! You don't belong in this White House.
It's not by my hands I was voted president.
So if you're just joining us,
donations, you still Mexicans, children's. So cannot the same be said of all. Cannot the same be said of all of politicians.
So if you're just joining us, we just read a creepypasta where Donald Trump is a racist vampire who used to own slaves.
Which is ridiculous because we all know he's a werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Have you ever seen Donald Trump out in the full moon? I think not.
Virgin Black Panther versus Chad Blade.
No, it's true. Blade, I haven't even seen Black Panther, and especially Blade 2, which is one of my favourite comic book movies. There's no way it's better than Blade 2.
I've got Black Panther. Do you want to borrow it?
Sure. Yeah.
I think I've got it on DVD.
Cool. Is it good?
As well. It's alright.
Oh yeah, it's really good. It's alright.
Is it as good as Blade 2?
No,
Alright,
what's
so there
his
you go.
name?
because it doesn't have Wesley Snipes like a pile driver motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's it?
It's not Guillermo del Toro, who's just probably the best guy at making those kind of movies, like sort of horror action. I think he just does them so well.
Yeah, I think he tombstones a motherfucker. He's just beating up a vampire and just tombstones the motherfucker into a glass.
What's the bad guy in Black Panther called again?
Killmonger?
Killmonger.
Yeah. He's the best part of the movie.
And then with the thing is with Marvel villains is 'cause on the one hand they're not stupid like say in actual comic books where this people keeps coming back.
Yeah.
On the downside, when they do get a good villain, he's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know, the guy from Captain America, the Winter Soldier's still alive.
Well, Bucky.
No, not Bucky.
I've actually seen that Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
No. It's Civil War then. Whichever one it was, the one who essentially made them all go against each other.
Zolan, the guy
Okay,
who's also
can I just take a moment to say how brilliant I think the decision to have a normal guy as the villain in Civil War was, considering how many superhumans there are in that movie flying around smashing each other. And I thought that Black Panther is, he's a side character in that story, but his arc, concludes with him stopping the guy who killed his father from killing himself, which is just so heroic. And I think that is such a well-written movie.
Yeah, it is absolutely fantastic.
It gets a bit less heroic when you see him just keep constantly punching the guy in the dick.
Okay, so I'm still going to hit you a bunch. I'm still mad at you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, go on, kill me. No, I won't kill you. Then he starts to breaking his fingers. I'm going to torture you instead.
But can we, I don't so Marvel have just texted me, and my check for shilling for them is in the mail. Of course. We've got to say that we hate DC as well.
They don't need to pay us for that, but we'll take it.
No, if you noticed, I don't know if anyone has followed weird DC fans on the internet, but there's this paranoid conspiracy culture amongst DC fans that everyone who praises Marvel is a paid shill.
What?
It's really weird. They think like Disney is paying like YouTubers to say that Marvel is good and DC sucks. But no, Marvel is good and DC sucks. There's no payment.
They're not paying. We would if they were to offer, we would fucking.
I'd be saying it if Marvel was charging me to say it. Like,
that's fair enough. Oh god, my voice is gone. Are you guys excited for Avengers 4? Yeah, I am. I'm interested to see how they reverse everything about it.
I'm cautiously optimistic because they could. I think it's a very easy film to screw up. So I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
Who's the guy who plays Thanos? Is
Josh Brolin?
Isn't it weird? Like if you go rewatch Avengers, anytime Josh Brolin's on the thing, you're never thinking, oh, that's just this giant CGI purple monster. No, you think, oh, that's just Josh Brolin. Yeah. It's like, this is what he looks like. He's just got a bit of chin makeup on, and that's just him.
Yeah, he's
8 foot tall and built like a fucking tank.
It's very difficult for him to get work. It's like, he actually lost all that weight and height for No Country for Old Men. It was an incredible performance.
But they just acted round it.
They like dug ditches for him to stand in.
Shy World, don't worry if I don't know enough about superheroes. Just if it's not your bag, it's not your bag. I get it. The Punisher is Marvel's best hero? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, but apparently they're all of Disney's cancelling all of its more like darker and violent.
I think that's foolish to do that. I think.
Yeah, like
they cancelled Daredevil.
They had like Daredevil's planned out for like 6 or 7 seasons.
Yeah,
well,
to be fair, I think the reason for that is because of the Disney streaming service, which is coming out this year at some point, maybe next year.
Sort of like that, but I
reckon it is probably that.
I think what they want to do is they want to hire Ben Affleck back to be a Daredevil.
Yeah. Remember how memorable the real Mandarin was in Iron Man 3?
Oh god, Iron Man 3.
Who thinks Captain Marvel will be good?
Not me.
No, might be alright.
I was kind of cautious when I first saw the trailer because this is so different from everything else DC's done.
What is a Justice League?
No,
a miserable pile of
sorry. I was thinking of Shazam.
Yeah, you're thinking of Shazam.
When you said Captain Marvel, I was thinking of actual Captain Marvel, not shit Captain Marvel no one gives a toss about.
Not like if you're into Marvel comics, you might have noticed how for years they've been shoving Captain Marvel down our throats, and nobody fucking wants her.
I think they changed it. There's like another Captain Marvel who's like an Indian girl with shape-shifting powers.
Yeah, there was
more interesting.
Yeah, there's
like, oh, I can fly and shoot lasers or something.
Yeah, basically, not to sound like an SJW, but they actually had an interesting, woman of colour as Captain Marvel, and the movie Marvel claims to be really woke and progressive, and yet they've got like fucking
Tilda Swinton.
They've got some Stepford Wives looking bitch to play her instead.
What was I going to say? Callum Sparrow says Disney is too busy paying critics to shill their Star Wars movies and shitting on the fans who don't like their films. And also, like the Hellboy new trailer, the people are deleting comments.
Yes, and they keep deleting dislikes because every time I go on the Hellboy trailer, my dislike is gone. Like I get the option to dislike it again, because they keep undoing mine and thousands of other people's dislikes, which I'm not sure how, but apparently you can pay for that on your videos.
I'm also just not sure how that helps in terms of like, I saw this trailer, I didn't like it, so I disliked it. Oh well, I come back, oh apparently I didn't dislike it, I'm going to go see this now.
Yeah.
Toby versus Thanos, and someone's put, how can Toby go against Thanos when Toby is Thanos?
He's got his proctology glove.
Where's I was going to go somewhere with what I was saying. Similar to the Ghostbusters fiasco. If you remember Ghostbusters 2016, you might have forgotten about it because it was a major flop. But the trailer was hot garbage. Like it was. I remember because people liked the Jurassic. People's standards for. I'm just going to say, people's standards for trailers are abysmally low. Like I remember the like bar on the Jurassic World trailer. Because I remember seeing that trailer and going, "Well, I'm going to hate this movie," and yet the like bar was really positive. Even by the pitiful standards of the dribbling imbeciles that watch YouTube trailers, even by these, chromosome deficient fucking morons, even by their standards, Ghostbusters 2016 trailer was bad. It was it was certainly the most disliked trailer, movie trailer on YouTube, and it was one of the most disliked videos on YouTube. And what Sony started doing, which I thought was interesting, if a little transparent, was they were deleting comments that had legitimate criticism and only leaving the comments that said things like, another feminist movie, I'm not going to see this, why are these women out of the kitchen? Those kind of comments were all left. The ones praising it were left in, but the ones saying, well, this doesn't look very good, it looks cheap. I think my comment was deleted. I put something like, I can't believe this cost $100 million more dollars than Deadpool when it looks like a Netflix original, and the lighting's horrible and all that. That was deleted. But all the comments saying like, oh, look at these fat, disgusting women, women shouldn't be allowed to be in movies. Dismiss. Yeah, those were all left in. So it tied
basically
into...
it was trying to do their own narrative.
Yeah, it tied into this narrative of, if you don't like this movie, you're sexist. And I think if you've got to do that, you really should take a moment to think about how bad your film is.
Yeah, but Jacob, you're showing your incelness.
Yeah, exactly. You're an incel man baby.
Yeah, I was watching some guy. It was doing a review, well, sort of like a rant/review, and he was talking about what's it called, Last Jedi, and he goes, "Oh, this is the bit where I talk about how much I dislike Captain Tumblerhead, or whatever her name is." And he goes, "And now I'm going to be a bunch of people can call me incel man baby on Tumblr for the next." Like 6 months, and I was thinking, like, what, I'd be annoyed if someone was to call me an incel, but at the same time I'm glad that it's being used as an insult.
Yeah, incels are fucking terrible, but it's one of those unfortunate things that has lost all meaning. The word incel is just thrown around so much. It's like far right. It's just one of those things people say without really understanding its meaning.
Yeah. Did you guys see Solo? No, and I don't think we're the only ones, because guess what? It was a massive flop.
So
one of the biggest flops of 2018.
Did you see Soilo? It's like, no, I did not.
I remember my friend Nathan worked on that film, and I was like, so you can go see it? It's like, hell no, I'm not going to see it. Because he was telling me about if anyone's seen Red Letter Media, hasn't actually seen it, but Red Letter Media is the thing where they're sitting down and just making predictions about the film. And he was like, Matt, have you seen the Red Letter Media thing? They picked it up. He goes, no. It was like, no, because they've predicted so much of the film. It's hilarious. God.
Apparently, it's not just the Hellboy trailer. Apparently, the new Diablo trailer. The people who make that, is it Blizzard? They've been.
Don't you guys use phones?
Yeah, the exact. Didn't they lose like millions of dollars of stock that day?
That guy was so fired. Even if it was not his fault.
No, it was his fault. Like,
he's not been fired. He's going to still be in the company, and he's going to be
there. Thank you, Sphinx, for the 20 Donkey Kong coins.
Yeah. I was going to say, no,
he says it's Shota Sunday. I don't know what that means.
Shota means small boy.
Great. This party's just getting started.
It's like, what's Shota? You know what that means? Small boy. Great! Fantastic, let's do it!
I don't know what it is, but it sounds like I'm going to put my dick in it. Small boy. Haven't changed my mind.
Okay, so I've got this idea for a fan fiction. It's called Harry Shota. It's a sequel to Fuck School.
Do you know what the thing is about Solo? The fact
I think I've heard of that fan fiction already.
Fucking show us Sunday. That's Toby's show. Yes, did you hear about Tumblr? Is deleting all NSFW content? Yeah, basically they're just like, that meme of the person with the. It's quite an old meme. It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out. Of the person on the bike, and then they stick a stick in the spokes. That's Tumblr right now, like with the not safe, like banning all not safe for work content, and then lying down, going, this is the fault of racists.
Yeah, why has things suddenly gotten like more, like trying to be more political
because apparently like everyone's just gone, it's the current year, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do anything, you can't have slaves, except for the fact we're probably going to go into another world war and then we're going to have them all there again. But still,
I don't know what Toby said.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I know you're mumbling a bit, Toby, because I want to be clear, you didn't just criticise the fact we're not allowed slaves, right?
He wants us to go into another world war, kill more Jews and enslave the rest of them. That's what Toby said. He hates the Jews.
I just want to be clear that our channel's not going to get shut down because I'm not speaking in favour of slavery. And I feel like you weren't, but it came out that way.
You're against.
And you're neutral.
I'm neutral. I mean, if they want to be slaves.
In terms of movies, do you have any guilty pleasures? I'm going to throw this question to the movie guy of our group. Matt, what do you think? What's your guilty pleasure movie? Do you watch movie?
Yeah, I do watch movie.
The idea of a guilty pleasure is ridiculous. Like a film that don't.
I'm going to say, I got films that I like that aren't like the most popular, but I like Ghostbusters 2 and RoboCop 2.
Yeah, I quite like RoboCop 2, in spite of its.
Tom Noonan in it. I like.
I don't like RoboCop 3 can suck a dick made acid.
awful film.
I've never sat there and watched a film, but like, oh, I'm so naughty because I'm watching it.
Yeah.
What the hell voice was that?
Except maybe pornography.
Yeah, well, maybe that. But that's the thing. It's just like there is nothing you watch to gauge that reaction. Oh, guilty pleasure. I like Chronicles of Riddick. That's not a guilty pleasure. That's just because I like the film.
Like, yeah, you can like a movie, you can acknowledge it's a bit shit as well, and still be like, I don't see the need.
I think people who like to say guilty pleasure are people who are unwilling to acknowledge that they like something that's crap.
Yeah, but it's like,
it's my guilty pleasure.
No, just if you like something that sucks, fucking own it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like the director's cut of Batman v Superman. Is it a good film? Fuck no. Do I feel any shame for liking it? Also, fuck no.
Very much.
Everyone knows the best guilty pleasure movie is Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Everyone knows the best guilty pleasure movie is Grey Sea. That's the ultimate guilty pleasure movie.
Put a quote from you, Matt, saying, I love Ghostbusters 2, and in brackets, 016.
I was like, when it's like, I like after the first act of Ghostbusters 2.
Right.
The first bit where they're like, oh, the city forgot how we saved them all, like, and we have to work birthday party. It's like, why are we building up to this? Can't they just skip ahead to this crap? Yeah, so like, basically, first 15 minutes onwards of Ghostbusters 2.
Fair enough. What was I going to say?
I can't think of other just like. Yeah, the thing is, like.
Repo the Genetic Opera is one of mine sort of ones that I know is shit, but I like it anyway.
Well, Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah, it's if you haven't seen it, it's like this really try hard, like Jeff the Killer the musical.
I've seen someone do a review of it. I've seen SF Debris' review of it. And there's a bit where Giles is singing while he's got a man gutted on some strings or something like that.
Yes,
it's proper try hard.
I really love Anthony Head in it, and I just think it's very. I think the film is really shit and it's really poorly made, but I just love the music.
There was a film that I caught over Christmas. And I thought it was Coco, like that Disney Pixar movie.
I like that. That's a good movie.
It was exactly like Coco, but guess what?
Was it The Book of Life?
It was The Book of Life.
Yeah, I saw that came out.
It's exactly the same film.
Yeah, but it came out like 2 or 3 years before Coco.
But it's the same film. It's just like on the Day of the Dead. I was like, wait, what am I watching it?
Well, because no one else knows anything about Mexico. They drink tequila, they fight bulls, and there's a Day of the Dead.
And also, no one else has watched and read The Book of Life.
Yeah. It's me, Nathan, and 4 other guys.
And nobody else has watched The Walk of Life.
We are talking about the same movie. They're in the book there, and it's all animated, yeah?
Yeah, it's all animated, and there's like the one guy who plays the guitar and one fights bulls, and
that's it, yeah. And he also plays the guitar.
Yeah.
Since there's quite a lot of people here, I'm just going to take this moment to endorse the Netflix original series Troll Hunters: Tales of Arcadia. If you've not,
I am not being paid by Netflix.
If you have not watched it, you should. If you're a fan of action horror, if you like Guillermo del Toro, like
it's got Hellboy in it.
Yeah, if you like the original Hellboy movies, if you like. And if you like just good entertainment, if you like things like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Avatar: The Last Airbender, those kind of things, it's a really great show. It's got a great voice cast, and fuck all people have seen it. And it's brilliant. There's 3 seasons of it on Netflix. They're all great. You should watch it if you haven't already.
There you go.
I'm currently watching it.
Gemma's watching it at the moment. We were talking about it we all went to Spoons earlier for lunch.
With the Spoons.
We were talking about it there. And I just remembered it because I thought, you know what? Not enough people have seen it. There's quite a few people in the chat right now. I'm going to tell people to watch it.
Emily's Adventures in Horrorland. There you go. That's what's good.
I'm trying to think of what else films that I have that.
Emily, I swear I've got a ton of. I've sent you a ton of request reviews that Ever since you got a Patreon, you started mugging off the fans like me who can't afford to pay you. Just a shame.
I wouldn't know a single person that would do that in this room.
No, God, no.
I'm still trying to think of other films that I consider guilty pleasures. Like
I don't have any.
2017.
I don't fucking have any.
I don't.
Yeah, there's no shame. There's no shame in liking a film.
I'm trying to think like Mystery Men. No, I like Mystery Men.
Mystery Men's fun.
Yeah.
Ian Pauly 93. Thank you for
there's another film
the
that's like
Donkey Kong coins, and he hasn't put a message, but thank you for the 100
Thank you
Donkey
very
Kong
much.
coins.
There's another film that
keep your eye open. Keep your eye open for a message. I think that's like. How much is a Donkey Kong coin? Is it 100? What is it? 100 to 1? Like 100 is a pound?
Yeah.
Or is it like 10 to 1? So 100 is a tenner.
I think.
Hang on.
I think it was 100 Donkey coins.
Is that what we call them? Donkey Kong coins?
Yeah, they're a Danish kroner, but it's.
Genuinely, but keep your eye open if he posts a message. Now, Emily's mentioned Horror. I'm just yanking your chain. I do really like your channel, and I'm glad to see that that Mr. Horrorland is feeling much better now, obviously, from being in hospital and whatnot.
Yes.
And similarly here, Logan's doing much better now as well. So hopefully things are on the up and up. Things are getting better. Matt too is doing a lot better as well.
100 Donkey Kong coins equates to £11.09.
Oh, very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank
There you go.
But I remember because I noticed on the Exorcist review you did, you mentioned the third movie a couple of times, and I remember back I posted on in the comments of one of your videos, oh, you should do the Exorcist 3, and you were like, there's an Exorcist 3? So I was like, there were probably about 100 other people who told you to watch that, but I feel partly responsible for you discovering the Exorcist 3. And I'm really excited to see what you think of it. And did you know there's a VR game of it that's come out?
Really?
Well, of the novel anyway, of Legion, which Exorcist 3 is based on.
Shadow Eye asks, what's your opinion on Waluigi? My opinion on Waluigi is that he's the worst character the characters I've ever created at Nintendo, and the reason why is because how horribly autistic the bloody people were when he wasn't available in Smash. Yet they added fucking Ridley in Smash, the person you have been asking for years and years, and then you were something like, oh, we don't give a shit about that because Waluigi's not in it. You ungrateful little shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, hate fans that are like that.
The new Smash is good though, isn't it?
New Smash is great. I've got it. I've got a Nintendo Switch now.
Toby brought this.
What was that?
I don't know why that's not.
Why is that doing that?
Because you got a crap. Can't you not hold it back?
Hold artery.
You hold it.
No, sometimes there is a glitch where it does that. Look,
See,
let go. Oh.
So yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
It immediately drops over dead.
Gemma, switch your weapon and switch out because that is a glitch. That does happen sometimes.
Yeah. So anyway, Toby brought over his Nintendo Switch.
You got a quicker thing on this.
And I haven't bought a Switch because my friend Raymond brought his over, and the problem is with our TV, it doesn't like the Switch. It doesn't read it most of the time. It takes you can take up to an hour just to get it to read that there's a Switch. It'll say player 1 instead of HDMI channel, like HDMI 2 or HDMI 1 or whatever input you put it in. But so it'll acknowledge that there is something plugged in there, and it is a fairly modern TV. This one, it's only a couple of years old. But just for the hell of it, we took the Switch up to my room. Now in my room, I've got a much less modern TV. It's quite an old one. Yeah, it's still a flat screen, but it's quite chunky, isn't it? It's heavy.
It's a chunky boy.
It's not true HD. It's 1080i, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
So it's 720p or 1080i, whichever you prefer. And it's only got one HDMI input. It's not a very good TV. Immediately, without issue, the Switch came on.
Huh. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with my TV downstairs then? Because the HDMI ports all work. You can run the PlayStation 4.
Its TV is enormous. It's really big and bulbous. Yeah.
And
bulky in.
Who do you guys main? Actually, at the minute, I haven't unlocked all the characters because I only got the game about a week ago or so. But I've been using Simon Belmont because he's fucking
he is,
good.
isn't he?
Can you get his Captain N costume?
Oh, thank you so much, Emily, for the $5. I really appreciate that.
Also, I don't main anyone because I haven't played. I don't have it.
Here's $5 for introducing me to Exorcist 3 and now to the VR thing. Well, thank you very much. I'm guessing you liked Exorcist 3 then, because you didn't ask for money for watching it. But yeah, thank you for the $5.
Have you got enough? Can you carry the bone?
I main Ness. I always have ever since.
You destroyed me yesterday as Ness. Oh my god! I was like. Okay, I'll just return this game, shall I?
I'm not a great player at Smash, but I'm fairly competent at it. I can usually pick up any character and do okay. But we did like a big match against us and some computer players, and it was my first time playing as Ness in the new version. I thought, I'll see how he handles in this one. He handles pretty much the same as he always has. So I just annihilated everyone on screen really quickly. I've always just felt, some people might think maybe he's a cheap character. I don't know. I've always really enjoyed playing as him. He's somebody I don't just smash buttons. I like to be strategic with him. He's my favourite character to play, but I don't know anyone else who mains Ness, so I think I quite like that. It's not like a I'm special thing, because back in the day when I first got Melee, it was just I was just going through characters and seeing who I liked, and he was the guy I ended up playing as the most.
The only other person that I've ever known to main Ness was my brother, and that was back in the first Smash.
Oh, on the N64.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's unlockable, isn't he?
Yeah, because it's one of those you got these characters and like okay, I vaguely know who Captain Falcon is. I've never played F-Zero. Okay,
Captain Falcon's a legend.
Yeah, and you got you got Luigi. Okay, I know who he is. Who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah.
It's like Gemma dying in the corner because something's happening actually in the game. I forgot we were playing Skyrim.
It's like we're watching someone else. We're watching someone else do a Let's Play on TV is basically the same impact as her playing it. And
Thank you.
It's like Ganondorf is actually good now.
is he stop being a copy of Captain Falcon?
I don't know. We haven't unlocked him, have we, Toby?
Yeah, but apparently he's not anymore.
Does he?
I quite like playing the Simon.
Is this Final Smash where he changes the management of a milk farm?
Mason's shield is pretty versatile.
He said, "Ganondorf, away!" He's like, "You! I like the cut of your chip. I'm going to put you in charge of this milk." Somebody actually wrote in the comment section how it makes sense for him to take over a milk farm because
because he can control.
He's seizing the means of production. Ganondorf is a representative of the evils of communism. I knew there was a reason I loved that game.
Oh, this is the guy's justification. Oh yeah, it's a single milk farm. Admittedly, there's apparently not many people, but I don't think this is actually supposed to be to scale. In the same way, Fallout games, not the new one, but it's like how in New Vegas, it goes, oh, this is New Vegas, what's everyone fighting over? Well, what? 8 buildings. It's like 6 buildings, isn't it?
Oh yes, I forgot to tell you, Jacob. In classic mode, that I was telling you about yesterday. There's like
swords.
Was that another dragon outside?
Possibly.
So.
Jesus,
I remember at one time when I just turned up in what's it called the first village.
Yes, that happens sometimes, and it fucks you up.
Yeah, no, it happened. I remember one showed up, and I was able to kill it, and then another one showed up immediately afterwards.
The place is named after. Anyway.
It looks like someone that you meet out in the street.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Who's someone who you run into when it's midnight and they're trying to buy Harry Potter at your supermarket.
Yeah.
But basically, Jacob, that classic mode, which is basically the classic mode from other games,
which is basically
you go against 5 people. Usually, they're related to the franchise you're in. Like if you're Link, you play as whatever. Yeah. And then the final boss was it was Ganondorf. Yeah. And then when you kill him, he turns into Ganon. I was like, it was sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Like using the moves and everything, and the only way you can attack him is hitting his tail. And I was like, oh, this is so well thought out.
My mouth feels a bit grim because I've got a cold. I'm going to get some coffee and maybe a glass of water. Would anyone like anything from the kitchen?
Cornetto, also coffee.
Cup of coffee would be great.
Cup of coffee for you.
Yes, please, that'd be great.
You're enjoying hot drinks?
No, I'm fine. I'm thinking probably maybe going in 20 minutes or so.
Hey guys, remember that time
if you want Matt to stay, hit the like button, press that little bell next to the subscribe button, and maybe press the little $sign that's in the chat box if you want Matt to stay for the duration of the stream.
And maybe eat a Carolina Reaper beforehand, that'd be great.
I'm really proud of that Carolina Reaper video.
Are you really?
No, because I generally I'm not. I think because I'm such an autist, I'm not very good at parody normally. So I thought, this isn't gonna. People aren't gonna get the joke. It's not gonna come out the way I wanted it to.
It's so sincere, Jacob.
But
I felt this.
I'm at it. I watched it back, and I was like, because the whole way through we have this kind of very thinly veiled disgust that I think just really works in its favour. So I'm really happy with that video. I think it turned out well.
Fair enough.
Well, that's one thing.
I mean, the lighting is fucking garbage, but
all Greg's just disliked.
I just really enjoyed the fact that I just decided to play so vacant that it made me like complete idiot. Which I'm quite happy to do.
I'm going to get those drinks anyway.
I haven't played Simon's Classic mode. I'm thinking of leaving that till last because I've heard good things about the Dracula fight you do in it.
I've also got wine and booze if anyone wants anything alcoholic.
Nah.
Nah.
Can I have a glass of white wine?
Too early for me to get crunk.
I suppose you and I had a few bevies last night, didn't we, too?
Yeah.
I set my New Year's resolution for 2019, get sober. It's not going well.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Yeah.
I thought it was to bring out more videos with higher quality.
To be fair, I haven't really got a resolution.
Just stream every week.
Yes.
I haven't really got a resolution. All I know is that I want to be way more productive. I want to do way more stuff for my YouTube, and I actually want to get. I swear to God, if I do not get an acting gig from someone other than you guys before the end of the year, if I don't get that, even if it's a free one, I'm going to quit my acting career. Because what's the fucking point? If I'm excelling myself and I'm going to try, I really am. I've already applied for a couple, and if I don't get anything before the end of the year, aside from work, what's the fucking point?
My New Year's resolution is 576p. It's only available in PAL regions.
You heard it here first, people. Toby will.
That's the only time that joke's ever been made. I've never heard that
Toby
before.
will suck dick for acting roles.
The joke has been made about resolutions, but I don't think many people would have thought of a particularly weird and oddly specific.
Very true.
PAL specific.
Very true.
Resolution.
Matt's leaving because Toby doesn't love him anymore. Never loved him in the first
Never
place.
loved him too.
Skull Kid for no. Well, Skull Kid's technically in Smash. It's an assist trophy, isn't he? Yeah.
That's just like, I don't know. It's just funny to
I
see
really
people
hope you don't
joke.
quit your acting career, Toby.
Huh?
I really hope you don't quit it.
Well, I hope I don't quit either, but if it's getting to the point where I'm getting so sick of literally only getting like what, only doing it. I love acting. I absolutely love it. Like I would be in anything. Well, not you know. There's a limit.
Big gay pornos.
That is literally what my limit would be.
Big gay throbbing horse pornos.
Well,
Former takes a
if
horse
you do,
kicking.
I would say,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
if the worst happens and you don't, which I don't think will happen, but are you still going to continue doing like the stuff for like the theatre group and all that?
Yeah. I mean, it's just I need to put my efforts into something that I can, you know, basically start earning money for. Like V's offered me, well, if he does offer me this job for the insurance company, no, not the scam they work for,
the fraud.
If he offers
He's talking about loudly on a stream.
Yeah, no. If he says, then I will take that job because I need more money. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up on my acting at all.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm not selling my body for acting. Although if I was going to get paid $1 million, I would. Yeah. Stick Toby in a human centipede. Well, you know what? It would be good business. No, it wouldn't. Fuck that.
Which Toby,
Doing
a mad doctor has a gun to your head and is forcing you to be the human centipede. Which position do you take?
I obviously take the front because then I wouldn't be swallowing anything. I'd be just shitting in someone's mouth. It's fine.
Yeah, I got what that is.
Quote of the year 2019.
If I was a human centipede, I'd be in the front.
Oh, Dr. No, or I've just said that completely wrong. Oh, Dr. Oh No. Have you seen the new Bumblebee yet? No, but I've seen some of the most funny reviews where it's just like, must fuck yellow robots. It's just, what?
I didn't even know there was a fucking Bumblebee movie coming out until I saw half a trailer to it or something. Like, the fuck? How did this sneak up on me?
Oh my god.
Instead of coffee.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mitch Douglas, you fucking troll. Sorry, you've got to listen to this. Toby, I've got a production you could be in. There's a role to play. A man's taken from his country across the sea and sold
You
as a slave.
son of a bitch, I was going to do the same thing!
Until he accepts it.
That was a joke I was waiting for Jacob to come back in that room for.
Oh my god, that's fucking good.
Mitch Douglas, shake your hand, son. Even though Matt was going to do it, you did it first.
Great minds, you know.
Yeah, that is true.
Fine. You get to be in the porno parody of Roots.
Derpy McDerp.
Bootsies.
Derpy McDerp's a serious question for a minute. He said you guys should seriously upload more. The problem is, we do want to. That believe me, I would love to give you guys regular scheduled uploads that you deserve. Right? We've got so many episodes on backup. But the problem is, it's not recording because we can record. We usually meet up once every 2 weeks, something
once a
like
week,
that.
Once a week, once 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, we sometimes do record. We haven't done it today because we haven't seen the point. We did like Christmas episode. The problem is, it's just editing. Really, the editing side of it. If we had a decent computer here, or if one of us had one, then we'd be able to do it. But we don't, and we're having to rely on other people that to edit for us. Like Shadow White did the last one. They did a spectacular job. That's fantastic. But the way that editing's done for him, it took him quite a while to do. Which you know, it's great.
Yeah, we're bottlenecked at the editing process.
Essentially,
we've got about 7 ones.
Maybe even more. You know what I mean? One of them's a 4-parter. We're supposed to be a Christmas episode.
We recorded a Halloween and a Christmas episode.
And what was the Halloween? No, I just don't say because
I can't remember properly. We got like before we'd anyone who's seen the commentary before that was it a month and a half before that we did a Jurassic Park back-to-back one. Like, remember the Jurassic Park creepypastas?
Yes.
Yeah, so we got those that we'll bring out, and occasionally we make jokes, like time-related jokes. Oh, it's been,
Domo Formio, I would say...
If we're going to do one today, I was going to do a joke about how it's the first one we recorded this year, but may not be the first new one you've heard this year, because it probably wouldn't have been.
True. Domo Formio, that would be great, I mean, nothing, just as many editors as we can get, basically. What I'd say is just definitely message Jacob after the stream. We both have Twitter. I don't know if you can message through YouTube. Can you do message through YouTube? I have a YouTube channel, but I don't know this.
You could, you can, but we'll get to direct messages a lot easier if you follow us. We'll follow you back, and you can send us a direct message. That's the sort of thing.
There you go. Or you can send me I put my Twitter in there earlier. You can send me a message. I could pass it on because I need more followers. I'm only joking.
At one point, I decided I was going to take up the thing and start doing the editing process. I was like, but okay, I'll just use the cheap ass window movie maker because I'm not going to shell out money for it on my thing. And then alright, my computer's got it, and oh wait, it got rebooted, and they didn't bother, and they stopped installing after the reboot.
Toby, you can play me in a YouTube channel because we're both blonde, but you're a prettier woman than me. Well, thank you very much.
It's true, it's a pretty woman. And then I decided, when I got fuck it, I'll just get a free program to download it, and then I put this together. I did Sally Come Home with Me, Sally Come Play with Me. Mm-hmm. Which is one we didn't actually finish because the last 15 minutes gets a bit rapey.
Yeah, that'll be a DVD special one, which is still happening, by the way. I don't want anyone to think on Patreon, if they are watching, of course, that's not another one. Yeah, we do have a Patreon.
I know we have a Patreon. I'm just surprised everyone's paying us for this. Well, I say paying us. I mean Jacob. So it's
like
I edited it all together. I thought, I did a pretty good job, and there's some funny Photoshop and stuff on there, and then I put it out, and then forgot to about the whole thing has it's free. But if you want it without the giant watermark in it, you have to pay.
Right. Oh, thank you very much.
What are you guys talking about?
We're just talking about editing.
Basically,
some guys
someone's saying we should put out more episodes, and we get bottlenecked on the whole editing.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain because I can edit. I've got Final Cut Pro, but my computer just does not like to run properly.
Spring XX says, I remember editing a few videos for you a while back. I like that JC Hyena one and one of the Krampuses.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
Is it 7 or 8?
What? Beyond that? 19 is 7. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know that. I thought you all said it was.
Yeah. No, 1:15.
All right. So
basically.
Right. I'll get the.
Yeah, definitely react to Twitter, mate. It's up to you, mate.
I thought it was 8 o'clock. I think it was 7 o'clock.
Skeletor for Smash. Wouldn't disagree. He-Man for Smash. Fuck it. Why not?
Anyone for Smash. For any reason.
Anyone for Smash, except for that guy from Undertale, please, because I'm nothing against Undertale.
You hate Sans.
Nothing against Undertale, just the fans.
What was it? No, but the thing is, basically, everyone. Yeah, but people say, I want this guy from this thing. I want Cloud. I want.
Cloud's already in it.
Yeah, that was a bad example, but I don't know. I want Squirrel. I want fucking the guy from No Country for Old Men. Yeah. There's already something for that. It's called Mugen. Mm-hmm.
Use OpenShot. It's really easy to use. I use it all the time for my channel.
Somebody wanted to give you their friend code first for the Switch. Someone just sent it to me on Snapchat.
I will take a picture. I did say add me on Twitter, but you can do that. You don't have to. It's fine.
Oh yeah, some guys.
Not everyone uses Twitter. There's been a massive Twitter exodus recently.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
What's Twitter done to screw itself up?
Basically, being too politically correct.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
This seems to be a recurring theme with social media.
We need to protect children. Fuck the children. They're going to grow up eventually. There's more adults than there are children.
I'm just sort of. I haven't got the chat up. No one's got the chat up, I'm afraid, guys, for 2 seconds. I'm just having to add
Has anyone
this person.
Matt was talking about when he's tried to edit before. Did anyone mention the DVD we've got coming out?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mentioned it.
We've got a DVD coming out. It's real.
Have you said what's on it?
No.
It's got a bonus scene of Toby being whipped.
Yeah, so it's got 2 lost episodes of Bad Creepypasta on it. One of them is a very special one, but we could never air it. It was originally supposed to be the 2nd episode of season 4, like right after Abandoned by Disney. So there are a few Abandoned by Disney jokes in there. But the subject matter was hilariously controversial. Like there was no way we could air it.
Is it Sally Come Play With Me?
Yes, it is.
Because I mentioned it. Yeah, it's something. And like how I edited together, and it's just got a giant watermark in the middle of it.
I've had it redone now. It's been edited.
TLK me.
What's it like? So have you taken away all the stuff I did for it?
Yeah.
You bastards.
But I gave the audio to somebody else to edit it. And we've got another one. I won't say what that is because they're so they both are. And there's also a documentary which we're still working on, which will be on there. It'll be similar to the other documentaries we've done, but it's not going to be full of fan testimonials. So it's going to be a little bit more in depth about like us lot. So I'm hoping it'll be a good product. I think people will like it.
Yeah.
And it's available on Patreon, but it's also, once we figure out, because I've got a deal where I'm getting about 10 of them for £100. So
Electrical Beast for Smash.
It's going to be really. I need to figure out an economic way of selling them as well outside of Patreon, and what's a fair price where we still make a profit.
I have no idea what my friend code is because I don't think anyone who owns a Nintendo ever knows what their friend code is off by heart. But what I will do is later on, as I put before, if you add me on Twitter. I did put my handle in earlier. Then I will put up my friend code later. So anyone who has a Switch can add me, and I'll add you. Because I'm a fun guy. I like friends, and we can smash together maybe one day. That'll be good. And I'll get my ass fucking handed to me because I suck at Smash.
I wouldn't say
you can
smash together. That's probably not a good idea.
Hey, maybe you
can smash puss together.
Oh come on, man! I'm the Jolteon of Let's Plays. Just saw that in there. It's fantastic. I remember that.
Let's Plays.
Your attempt at that voice just reminded me of
Can I buy the
Tracer
DVD
from
outside of
fucking
Patreon?
Overwatch and her horrible accent.
You will. We just haven't figured it out yet, but yes, you will eventually be able to get the DVD out.
Toby, doesn't Tracer have the worst English accent you've ever heard ever?
Tracer! That's actually quite a good impression, I thought.
Oh, Mrs. Mitchell. Sorry, I thought your mum came into the room for a second, Toby. I do apologise.
She didn't say how much she liked Bleach, so it couldn't be her.
Oh, you were evil when you took her to that person.
Yep.
Oh, lol.
What was something in the chat?
AVGM for Smash. I love Angry Video Game Nerd.
I've only just started reading because I didn't stop liking him. I just never got around to watching a bunch of his, and that was like 4 years ago. And I just clicked on something like was it you told me like, oh yeah, he just hangs out with Macaulay Culkin in this one episode. Like, what the fuck?
I'm 17 and I'm gonna smash with Toby. Jesus Christ! I wish I never said that.
You sound like Drake.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's all right. Toby can because we live in the UK.
Yeah, I wouldn't get away with it.
If we live in the UK, so you can come here and we'll do an Onision, which is making sure you're in places where it's legal.
Yeah.
I would say that's weird because obviously the age of consent is higher in like a lot of the US than it is here. So when people go like, "Oh man, he fucked a 17-year-old," and I'm like, well, "That's kind of weird. What do they have in common?"
Yeah.
I'm like, no, he's a pervert. I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, of course it's
because everyone knows
it's illegal over there.
Yeah, I know. Because everyone knows over here the age of consent is 13.
Yeah, exactly.
I was hoping you'd do that.
Can Toby do the pig screech noise? No, because I'll get punched.
You will. Yeah, you
will.
Oh.
Hang on. Yes. Yeah, come on in.
Don't come in here. It's too violent.
It's just Skyrim. Yeah, come on in. It's just there.
I love these guys so much, but I don't really know who's besides Toby. Well, I'm Toby.
That's Toby.
That's Matt.
I'm Matt. Did you just randomly click on our stream or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's just I love these guys so much. So
right. Yeah, but that could be a statement as I've just been listening for the last time.
Okay,
hour.
No, here. Okay,
if only the world was on it.
Here's how it is. The person who is in the not the thumbnail, the channel logo is me, which is Jacob. Matt is the one whose accent is halfway between mine and Toby's. Mm-hmm. And Toby is the Cockney sounding one. And Gemma is the female.
Yes.
There you go. There's the team.
I'm the female sounding one.
Yes.
Also,
he's actually a dude,
also,
which just does a really good female impression.
In the chat, I'm Dreamcasted. I'm about to post my Twitter handle. There you go.
And his dick pics.
Could you also post mine there as well?
About 4 people just went Logan. Paul.
Yes, and also Logan is the child one.
And also Logan for Smash. There you go, Logan. You're going to be in the next Super Smash Brothers. How do you feel?
Amazing.
Turns out Logan's like top tier, broken. Yeah. Nerfed Logan.
Yeah, everyone's like, Nintendo, Logan is OP, please nerf.
Planet Mushroom Speed, hey guys, I swear you could have worn, I swear you guys have read Sally Come Play With Me. We literally explained about 5 minutes ago.
Not on the screen.
We didn't release it to the public. We're going to release it on our DVD when we release that at some point. Can't tell you when because I have no idea. But it was an unfinished episode. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we got to basically the bit where like we're making jokes about it.
Yeah. Like, oh, I hope he's not a paedophile.
Yeah, it was like, he goes, this is getting a bit creepy. Oh, he's probably as a joke thing, and he goes, oh wait, he is immediately like instantly hit the eject button.
Yeah. Really, I thought Toby was the female.
That was me by accident.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Right.
No, it went like
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, right, I thought you like bashed your knee on it or something.
No, I just did that for emphasis. Hit the eject button. So
they have to add Waluigi so Logan doesn't become OP.
What would my powers in a new Super Smash Bros?
you'll be making films and stuff.
Yeah. So, your final smash would be to like launch like a bunch of monsters at them.
What about my special attack?
We're not going to sit here all day and make it. Come up with it yourself.
I don't know.
Right, my down and B move will be.
Jacob, you're going to be in the next Super Smash Bros.
Is there even going to be another Super Smash Brothers?
He said it's the final one he wanted to do. Also,
Close the door.
also I want to see you. Have they got rid of the glitch where the giants like smash you into orbit?
No, I don't think so.
Jacob has a nice
love
nose.
that.
That's not a weird thing to say, right? No, it's not a weird thing to say. In fact,
It's gigantic.
It's perfectly it's a
bulbous.
perfectly natural thing to say, and you're weirdly enough not the first person to say that to me.
You do have a nice nose.
Well, thank you, Gemma. Gemma's never said it to me before, actually, so that's a double compliment for the evening. But
That's right.
So you've got
that's very nice.
nose complicated cucks.
Very nice of
Gemma.
you to say pumpkin,
Yeah.
guys. You know, no one ever says anything nice about my nose because it's the fucking ski slope. I know that, but
Yeah,
still.
like have you ever like so if you're listening to this and you've never actually seen what Toby, have you ever seen the Muppets? Do you know Sam Eagle?
Oh fuck you!
I actually like Toby's nose. In fact, I really like Toby's face as an actor.
Aww.
I know I do. I like working with Toby. I like filming Toby. I
Yeah, same here.
like his face. He's got a lot of character. He's got a
agree.
very good bone structure.
I'm just going to read this again.
He's got very good bone structure, and he's got great teeth as well.
And a fantastic ass.
All right, I can't see his hairline because he's got long hair, so I don't know. And he's got a pretty good head of hair as well.
Thank you very much.
So he's got a good face because it's unusual. It's got a lot of character to it.
Herculean.
And you know him when you see him. He doesn't. I mean, he does look a bit like Logan Paul, I guess, but generally he's
Everyone says that.
like. If
Maybe Logan Paul looks like you.
well, Logan Paul's younger than you, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
So Logan Paul looks like you then. So if you're watching a movie that has Toby in, you recognise him immediately. In fact, some people criticised the casting of him as the creature called the mechanic in Gemma's film because it took them out of the moment because immediately, oh, that's Toby. He's got a very unique face, which I think is a good thing for an actor to have. The one thing you really don't want to be as an actor is bland or boring. Mm-hmm. And Toby's got kind of like a very strong, like a sort of almost Karloff-esque kind of bone structure.
I like how Toby either looks like Shaggy or Joey Wheeler when he's animated.
Pretty much.
I bet he's got good bone. Yes, I do have good bone structure in that way as well. Anyway,
He's also really good at
Lots of calcium.
He's also
Yes.
really modest as well.
Yeah.
He's also
Because as we all know,
he's also incredibly dangerous whenever he uses Time Wizard.
Yeah, we all know anybody who boasts about that sort of thing is always telling the truth and never compensating.
Thank you, Norm. I can't even fucking pronounce that. Patterson. Toby looks better than Logan Paul. I've been wanting to hear that all year because
Why do you lie? Why do you lie to the boy?
Because all the amount of little shits who come on my right like, Logan Paul, and I'm like, really? I haven't heard that like 50 times today.
Do people come up to you in the street and say you look like Logan Paul?
No, when I'm at Dreamland and they come up on my ride, oh my god, I hate it because I'm like, oh, do I? I'm going to bite my tongue and punch you in the face.
Start telling people that you're related, but he's like a complete disgrace to the family.
Oh my god, that'd be
And like
hilarious.
no one in the
Yeah,
family
like-
likes him.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm Paul Logan. His cousin.
The director of Frankenstein said that Carlos Fest had startling possibilities. Yes, James Whale, the director. Oh, by the way, I
First time I'm posting my Twitter handle now.
I'm gonna post mine as well. I'm gonna post Malone.
Can you post mine as well?
Gemma, you should probably go sell some of those dragon bones and
So
stuff
I'm gonna
like that.
post a bunch of Twitter
really
shit
heavy.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if mine posters just now. Oh, well.
Poster.
I can't even words. Incoming Toby yelling. I'm not going to yell today. It's fine.
I saw in CEX. Unfortunately, it was like unjustifiably expensive. But this amazing steelbook of the first Frankenstein movie. It was just
How much is
beautiful
How much
looking.
was it? Like in terms
It was like 20 quid for
I
like
bet
one
Toby has a
movie.
good bone. Lenny face.
Do you remember back in the day when that was normal?
Yeah.
On the road of being an editor. Hey, Derby McDerbster, fans of being our editor. There you go. Thank you for putting in the links. You can put my link in as well if you want. Shadow White for my Twitter handle, so then people don't have to ask me for the 50th time.
You got all, this has the special edition with all the DLC, doesn't it?
Yes, this has all the
you can't afford to buy one of the houses, can you?
Not right now, yeah.
Jacob coveted Toby's great bone structure. Thank you very much.
I think as actors, I think we both have sort of unique, interesting looks. We're not generic, standard
scrub lords.
Yeah, there's a very specific way most actors look, who are sort of low tier actors who don't get a lot of work. I think you and I have very unique, quirky faces. So
Toby's got that like Jack Barker that just lives in his skull. You live
I'm from Men in Black, am I?
No, you've got like a giant centipede that just lives in your skull and just roams around. It comes out at night and hunts small children.
What?
Logan and Jake Paul will be almost completely bald by 2020, mark my words. Soldier Boy's gaming consoles weren't exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God bless.
Hang on, 2 seconds. Pumpkin Guy, she wouldn't be the only woman who does that, because I'm pretty sure a lot of women do that.
Having a shitload of money and doing little work for it.
What do you mean Soldier Boy's consoles weren't here? I've got all of them, right? Why does my delivery come?
You ordered them all, they just never came.
All that matters is that I made it obvious.
So do you think Soldier Boy was knew about it, or was just stupid? Because
I think it's stupidity. I really do. I just dumb ignorance. Because the thing is, a lot of people, and I've never gone as far as stealing from Nintendo, but I've been quite ignorant of the law in the past regarding intellectual property, and I put my hands up and admit that.
I steal from Nintendo all the time,
but I don't think I'd never be dumb enough to steal a
Matt Dixon.
Soldier Boy's getting cranked in prison. I hate Soldier Boy so much.
They're going to be passing him around like a blunt, aren't they?
They really are.
Bitch, you look like Goku.
Yeah, Soldier Boy Toe.
Yeah, I literally only know bitch, you look like Goku.
So just get my swag on, you dick.
So this is this is what being raped by Wesley Snipes feels like.
Soldier Boy tried to fight off the sisters. Blade just had his sword with him.
That's like Soldier Boy tried to fight off the Daywalkers.
Oh, that's sweet, like the Pumpkin Guy. It's very sweet of you. Anyway, Planet Mushroom Speed says, I do wonder what happened to the other members of Blue Majora.
Fucking sick of everyone going on about how attractive Toby is. Genuinely.
MD fat.
It annoys
MD guys.
Here we go.
No,
crawl up in the corner.
You dropped in the chat earlier on, complimented one of my facial features. I thought that was nice. Not content with that though, immediately jump on Toby's dick. Sick of this from all of you thoughts. Honestly, fucking degenerates, a lot of you.
What, are you going to tax them?
Yeah, I am. The thought audit of 2019 is about to begin.
Anyway,
Toby's sitting there looking like Boris Karloff and that's fine. But here I am. I got a good look at that. I got a good jaw.
Herculean in physique.
Good jaw. Nice, big old lips. Yes, one of my, I've got crooked teeth from being punched in the face, and one of my eyes is bigger than the other, and I've got a receding hairline, and I'm only 6 foot instead of 6 foot, whatever the hell you are.
You fucking giant.
What, 6 foot, like 6 or whatever the hell?
Fuck though, I don't even know what size I am actually. I've got a specialist appointment tomorrow, they'll probably measure me there. I'll be able to tell you then.
And he's also got that giant centipede that lives in his skull.
And I also have low self-esteem.
So do I.
And
all of this.
I don't know how to pleasure a woman.
I don't know how to pleasure a woman, and a tiny penis, and I smell bad. But aside from that,
and I'm haunted by ghosts.
I'm followed by a curse that brings misfortune onto anyone who loves me. But I'm sick of everyone going on about how great Toby is. All right?
I was found on an island and raised by monkeys. What else can we put into your backstory?
Did you see where you started, Pumpkin Guys? Did you see where you started? Anyway, someone's been asking a legitimate question.
No,
Planet Mushroom Speed wonders what happens to the other members of Blue Majora, like MD Phantasm, Vince 12, and the Overanalyst. Jacob, do you know? Because I have no idea, my friend.
So I actually still talk to some of them, and one of them, Third of Clubs, is working on something utterly fucking huge for us right now.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, he's still around.
Vince 12?
Vince 12, he actually still makes content, but I don't think he really does videos now, he just streams.
MD?
No, he's not making content anymore.
The Overanalyst?
No, he's not making content anymore either. He moved to China.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder what he's doing.
I think he's a diplomat now.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he has to talk to Winnie the Pooh all the time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Although,
So you moved to the 100 Acre Woods.
yes, I'm still. Wait, no, Logan's gone. The actual. I thought you, for some reason when someone
Because you look like Logan Paul. Bitch, I look like Logan Paul.
Oh yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go make Logan some dinner anyway. The real Logan.
Yeah, not like he's not gonna like walk in and he's like, oh, here's your dinner. It's a hanging Japanese suicide victim.
That's probably the weirdest and most unique compliment anyone's ever given me. Riker AVD's put Toby's face has an actually fire quality burning to it, not like regular 8-bit fire.
What?
What? But thank you very much for the compliment anyway.
What? Yeah.
Oops.
Cold
Sorry.
Steel versus Sun is EXE.
Yeah, we probably won't be reading anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going like an hour or so.
Yeah, I'm going about.
I love the finish. I kind of wish you could, the finish would always activate.
Yeah, it doesn't always, does it?
No, it's sort of random. But it's great when it's a really fun one. I remember one time when I was getting a bear just came out of nowhere, and I just learned the icicle spell. Mm-hmm. And I charged up in 2 hands and then shot it, and it landed in both the bear's eyes. And then it stopped for a second. I charged up a big one and shot it, and it went straight into his mouth. And then it went slow motion and died. So it's just this bear with just these 3 massive icicles sticking out of his eyes and mouth.
Nice. Toby, how many Jacobs can you fit in your ass? Just wondering.
What, cream crackers? You can fit a shitload of...
Oh yeah, Jacobs cream crackers. I could probably fit a couple, and then it'll get a bit dry, and use a bit of lube, and you might be able to fit the whole packet in. Really, to be honest with you.
And then he farts them all out.
It's been a while since I did my exercises to stretch it out, but to be honest with you, none. You fucking idiot. I'm joking.
I love it when you just, you get awesome with poison.
100 Acre Woods, China.
Yeah. Like, so anyone who knows what I'm talking about, the guy who runs China now, who is essentially president for life.
Yes.
Someone made a joke that he looked like Winnie the Pooh at some point. He took found this very upsetting.
The HJT, I will do it in a couple of hours. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do it later.
Yeah. So because
I'm not home. I don't know what my friend code is.
President for life of China didn't like being called Winnie the Pooh, and people kept doing it. And so Winnie the Pooh is now banned from China. Like the Kingdom Hearts trailer that came out, which has a bit of within the 100 Acre Woods, and it's there's just a big white circle around where Winnie the Pooh is.
What's that? Oh right, yeah.
President of China, or the King of China, the Emperor of China.
I don't know where that's come from because I don't like him at all. But
because someone said he looked like Winnie the Pooh, he goes, "Oh no, I don't." And then basically people kept rinsing him for it in social media, and then there's a whole section of China that's basically have people looking out for pictures of Winnie the Pooh so they can essentially delete them from the internet.
Mm-hmm. The Creepypasta fandom is dying. Like if you were in the Creepypasta fandom. Oh dear.
No one. So everyone's talking about how everyone else is attractive, but nobody talks about me.
I was attractive.
To be honest with you, Gemma, if I said you were attractive, I think it would be a bit inappropriate, wouldn't it?
That's true. I'm talking about these people, though.
Oh, these people. The people on the table. You're pointing to the table, Gemma.
People.
I'm just
thumbs up if you're a table and you find Gemma attractive.
Isn't Peppa Pig a symbol of anarchy in China? No, but an episode got banned in Australia because of the way it handled a spider and because of how deadly spiders are. And in Australia, they had to ban the episode.
That is
hilarious.
I am being facetious, by the way.
That is when you get those episodes that are banned in countries for good reasons and stuff like that. Saying that just drink water out of a stream. It's if you do that here, you're going to get a can deer up your dick or something like that. I mean, that's not an actual example, that's just random shit I threw together. But I mean, when you actually have legitimate... I was just about to say, why don't you activate the light in your pit, boy? And I was like, oh, right, wrong game.
Yeah, I was trying to find a bit of... I've got a torch.
Country road, take me home.
I was saying, I was just being very facetious. I was just going, I haven't spoken in a while.
Well, I'm glad you see it would be inappropriate, Jacob. And you probably would kick my ass. You got an ugly ass girlfriend in here. Would you rather that? Wrinkly Prom calls you nice though, called you pretty. He's called you pretty before apparently, Gemma, so there you go.
He calls you pretty.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Just starts crying.
Do you have that spell that allows you to transmute ore?
Oh my god. Yeah. Is there a Mario 3? Don't tell me there's a Mario 3.
Well,
is there a Mario 3?
Mario. Yeah, there is.
Mario.
Yeah, because we were going to do it ages ago.
Oh,
we just never got round to it.
If so, will Alexo be a guest star again? I love them guest stars. Sorry about the buffer in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because there was a period where we were about to do a bunch of stuff, and then something just happened, and then we weren't really doing much for a while.
Was that you just suddenly disappeared? We're like, where's Matt? Oh, he's in a coma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure I can give you a heads up on that.
Yeah, well, you couldn't exactly give us a heads up when you were unconscious in a fucking hospital.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't find out for like weeks. It was just like,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
were in there for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden we got a call from Nathan. It was like, oh.
Because I think Nathan called my mum, so.
Yeah. Because
Toby is the lounge
we came back from our holiday in Brazil and we knew you were ill. So we just went, well, we'll let you, because he said you were quite unwell, so we're like, we'll let you recover and then we'll contact you when you're feeling better.
You just don't.
And then I just die.
Yeah.
Jacob, whoa, guys, we got a super chat here from MichaelLeroi who just donated £2 to his own stream saying Jacob is the best. Are you fucking serious?
Can he do that? Because didn't he say?
How did he do that?
YouTube takes his own money.
Jacob has just lost money to say he is the best in his own fucking stream. I am losing my shit over here. What the fuck are you doing, boy? Why? Obviously now I'm gonna have to donate a £5.
She's again one-upsman.
This is gonna get dicks out on the table here.
Yeah, well that's it.
And if it's last year, it would
Gemma,
be on the table.
get the ruler,
Randy.
get the microscope, and sometimes get the telescope. Get the microscope first.
You said micro soap.
Micro-soap.
Wash your dicks.
Wash your
What
ass.
are you doing, Jacob?
Gonna wash your skank ass dicks.
Oh my fucking god.
Bet you look like Goku.
Matt, how dare you get in a coma?
Yeah. I was kind of always wondering, like say I died, how does the show go on from there? Like, you can do it, you can get another guest star. Does Gemma take my place? What?
What happens?
If I died,
Oh,
do you stop the show? Does
I don't know.
Sphinx XX is just.
I mean, I'm glad I didn't die because that way it saves you all that awkwardness.
Lynx XX has just donated 50 Donkey Kong coins, and it says, "Let's get this perfectly clear. I want to make sweet sugary love to Aunt Jemima."
What?
That's a reference I get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
It's from a thing called Non-Piece. It's like a bridge series of One Piece.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Maybe he was saying about Jemima.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Okay, there you go.
What? Oh dear.
They'll take the money back.
You don't get as much back because they patched that out, like the fucking dagger thing. Oh, alright then, Mushroom Speed. It's alright, we're going to be finishing up soon anyway, but good day to you, mate, if you are in Australia. If not, see you later, mate. Toby's dad would replace you, Matt. I don't think he would because he's not very funny. In real life, you know, he's
Other than that, like that one joke that I was like, hey, it's sort of funny now. Let's just drop it, Jacob. And Jacob's like, no, I will not drop it. I never will drop it. Keep it. Like, Jacob's the first one to jump on anyone who makes it like a meme. Like, oh, what year is it? Like,
Bye bye.
but he's just this we will not let go. It's a dog with a fucking bone.
Brr.
Boner.
Sorry, after that bit of after just going mental at Jacob, I was just like, whew.
And pooping
You
yourself.
take a break for a minute. Did you get your money back from the bloke?
Who what?
Did you get your money? Who are you taking as your? Are you taking a
Did you get
Yes,
money
I did.
back?
I got 1,680 back.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
How much did you spend?
1,680.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh, here we
What
go.
level did Proxley friggin' DJ Quest where you get the sword you need to murder people?
Hang on, is that really true? Paul of Earth says, Pearl, I can't pronounce that, I'm sorry, but I'm shit
Pearl.
pronouncing.
Brr.
Says, how do you feel about Bethesda not changing their engine for their upcoming games, even after Fallout 76?
I mean, I've just been looking for excuse to just give up on Bethesda.
just have shit!
Yeah, just have a shit to give up on Bethesda because I've used a PlayStation for I've never owned an Xbox.
Xbox.
It's Bethesda's just had a shit time with all its games and the PlayStation because Oblivion, they didn't hand out the DLC.
Yep. Oh my god.
And the reason they gave was just this limp wrist. Oh, it'd give them, starting players an unfair broken advantage. And well, that doesn't explain why you have it on the fucking Xbox. Just say you're too lazy. And then was Fallout 3 had a bunch of the DLC on that always came out much later and stuff like that, and wasn't as. I think the same thing with what was it? New Vegas, but I'm not sure if that was actually Bethesda's fault or Obsidian's, but anyway.
No, it's definitely Bethesda because Obsidian worked probably arguably harder than Bethesda.
They worked harder, and they did something. It was like they would have to pay Obsidian a raise or something like that if they got it out on a certain time, and then they did something to fuck them over.
It was like you have to get a review score of above, I think it was like 8.0 or something, and they were like 7.9. They were like 1% out, and they didn't get their bonus basically.
So they made them release it early, so it wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah,
and what's it called?
Love that video, by the way.
Fallout 4. What video?
The one where these two little girls are having a little sing-song, and this fucking Scottish mum comes in and she's like, which one of you's done know how to flush the toilet after you've had a shit?
And it's disgusting!
Well, it was fucking one of yous! Disgusting! I love that video so much.
It's very funny.
Hello, Logan.
Hello.
I'm alright. I think we're gonna wrap the stream up because
we're gonna have a rap battle.
Yeah.
What's Logan's rap name?
Logie.
That's the guy.
Little OG.
Well, we've got Little Beppe, so Little OG.
So Logie or L Jam. That's his
That's weird.
initials is L Jam.
First you had at least 95 and now it just went to 86.
Yeah, well, we had 103 at one point.
We had I think the most we had was about 112.
112.
But we don't have.
So honestly, isn't bad for a Sunday.
Yeah. Well,
and us.
So if everyone wants to say goodbye, then I'm going to.
Sorry.
Well, it's people who like.
Someone just posted in the chat, like, I don't know what they're on about, but all caps. Jacob, just let me compliment you, damn it. Hey, look, if. My DMs are open, guys. If you want to.
Gemma was like, "Oh, everyone's been complimenting everyone else, but no one said anything nice about me."
I saw their comment above, but I'm going to let you just scroll up just to find the comment. You know, I'm going to pass on someone else's compliments to you.
Same as Lydia.
Pretty much. Sister, we've finally been reunited. Now carry my shit.
I was only going to put my helmet back on. There we go.
So you look somewhat different. Yeah.
No, you give her the helmet.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Send me feet pics.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.